What's up, guys? Welcome to The Way You Roll, guest starring me, and also me and me. I'm going to be your host tonight, Eric, and let me introduce our players. Hi, I'm Lucky. I play Tabaxi Rogue. I'm a kleptomaniac, and I may have convinced the party that we're going to steal a small child. However, I will never take credit for that, because I'm not going to steal a small child. Hi, I play Legend, a tiefling fighter who hits stuff really hard and mainly gets damaged by my own friends. Hi, I play Henrik Cook, the human cook, pretty much the best character in the entire campaign, and you know, probably the only character you're here for. And I play the human noble Anastasia de Lord Badoo. I like to make pouty faces and flip people off. Also, I'm a noble and I have a lot of money. And I'm Duran, and I play everybody else. So, we're gonna start today. We just killed a train. And, wait, what's going on here? What?
Yeah, that's right.
What?
No, wait.
I'm the cook!
Cook! Yes! What the fuck are you? I don't know what this says. He's a cook. God damn it! He actually wrote cooked on his
He's an actual cook!
I can't
It
believe
literally says cook.
Son of a bitch.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome to the Way You Roll, episode 11!
Okay, I think everybody's been introduced, but let's do it one more time. But very quickly, let's do it.
My name is Anastasia, blah, 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 blah.
So fuck you.
I'll play Lucky, the Tabaxi Rogue.
Ooh. Hi, I'm Katie. I play Legend, the Tiefling Fighter.
Hi, I'm Eric. I play Henrik Cook, the human cook.
And I'm Nikki. I play Anastasia, the human noble bard.
And my name is Duran, and I play everybody else in this campaign. Let's get right into it, guys.
Yes!
Last time, you guys fought a train.
And then we got a train.
And now you have a train.
You're welcome.
Is probably... Wait, okay, so...
The one time I didn't stab someone in the throat.
Yeah, but you remember, you guys sucked all the life from one guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was kind of like a gruesome ending to that one. And so let's deal with this train in the room. What are you guys gonna do with the giant train that's now parked next to your stagecoach?
After finishing our little
Yeah, after the
Oh, yeah, we had to spin our hands.
Perfect thing. What are you guys doing? How you guys feeling after that big fight?
I feel like it's just going to be an awkward couple seconds of like, what do we do now?
I start wiping off, Anna starts wiping off the ashes of the dead man that was...
Lucky's going to chug that health potion he got from
Oh, yeah, I
kittens.
probably took some damage, didn't I?
Yeah, I'm sure everybody took damage.
That's not that
Does
bad.
anyone need any curing? I have cure wounds.
How many spells did I use?
How many spells did you use?
I think I used all of them.
Like what
Yeah.
it is?
I have one.
No, it depends what potion it is.
What kind of potion did she give me?
Just a basic health potion.
Oh.
So that's what, 4d4?
4 plus 4.
2D.
Okay.
2d4?
Basic health potion is 2d4 plus 2?
Yeah, okay, we're gonna say that.
2d4 plus 2. I don't know what I have in my kit.
4.
7, 10.
I
Hey.
gave
Four
someone.
plus
I
two.
gave you a healing potion. I gave someone a healing potion.
Cadence gave
me that.
Cadence gave him a
Oh,
healing
so I have
potion.
2 still.
Remember, at the end of the fight, she walked
Give
out
me-
with like 5
That's just
axes
something
and
wrong
like
with
a
one.
bunch of glasses of empty healing potions.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on myself because I'm gonna need it. Does anyone need Cure Wounds? No? Okay. Oh, okay.
Generous.
So generous.
I'm gonna pull my axe out of Lucky.
Oh my god! Drinking heavily and it's like
Very
regrowing
carefully.
around. It's like,
Very
oh
carefully.
god!
Yeah.
I'm gonna lick up the last little bit of that health potion.
Like the last drop.
Good Good job, Nikolai.
What's my spell?
Oh yeah, Nikolai is now definitely part of the crew because he legitimately killed someone.
Yeah, I'm now like a little terrified of Nikolai after imploding that man's head.
Yeah, that guy. You guys saw that guy pretty much like turn gray and then shrivel up and die. It was pretty bad.
I'm your friendly neighborhood cook.
Just the cook, guys.
Lightning character.
So yeah,
Because that came out of nowhere.
it's about like 2, maybe 3 p.m. right now. You guys, I recommend you go for a long rest before you go into town, but that is just me. And what do you have to do with this terrain?
What do we do with this train, guys?
As I finish curing wounds and I shake it up, we should just leave it.
What? But we could have a train.
It's no use of us.
How?
It's stuck here. How are you going to get it anywhere?
It works on flat land, as we just found out.
Yes, but there's a hill behind us if we're going to
We're
leave.
pretty far from that fucking hill now. I don't think it was gonna last that entire time.
It's not
Just from
it's not useful.
Would you rather walk the 6 days back or ride a train the 6 days back?
There are probably trains functioning from Tox.
No,
but
there are no trains from Tox to.
Actually, they run underground.
Then why the fuck didn't we take the underground train here?
Because we're given the carriage with the girl.
The only ones that move out of Tox are the ones that move in an easterly direction. You guys are moving westward.
Oh,
That's the why you had to take
literally
it.
makes zero sense. But okay, gotcha.
Wait,
No, never. Never.
you get it?
Yeah, I do now. Yeah, took me a second.
Okay.
I'm dumb. Ignore me.
Does anyone hear monkeys?
Try.
We would. How did we end up in the
Thank you.
tropical rainforest?
I wonder.
This one's a little bit better. Give me a second.
Um,
Got it.
So I just suggest
Just a heads up to everyone, we don't have a full-time producer today, so I might have to step over there. You know,
Where'd he go?
well, he's gonna leave soon anyway.
Okay, so
Last time this happened, you know, the camera broke, so that was fun.
Well,
That
I'm
was-
over here, so I could just walk.
No, I have to stream up on my laptop too.
Okay.
Cool.
Fine.
so this train.
I still think we should leave it.
Can I do an int check to see if I can figure out how to drive the train?
Can I do an in check?
I want to do an int check.
You guys can both do it. Do you guys have big vehicle proficiency?
No.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, it is.
What would that be under?
No, yeah, that's not gonna help me.
Oh, wait, which kind of int? Investigation?
Straight.
You want an intelligence roll or an insight roll?
Whatever is for trains.
Roll for train.
Roll for
Roll for
train.
engineering.
Roll for train and then add whatever your intelligence modifier
Roll for
is.
train.
Good, it's 0. It's a 5.
It's a 5.
Oh.
What'd you get?
Ooh.
9.
9.
Oh.
It's not-
I was about to say 7.
You went ooh, and I was like,
You
apparently
guys,
he's an engineer.
you guys walk up to this train and try to get your way into the cockpit, and inside you don't know how the conductor Jerry was managing to run this machine, but it has a lot of pulls and levers and switches. And
All right,
stuff
so
like
instead I'm gonna loot the bodies.
That's a thing we haven't done yet. Yeah.
No, we haven't. But
They keep getting away.
yeah, they keep. I look off into the distance and I see like the bodies just like spattered in the
It's
Yeah,
distance.
like
it's
I last recall we craned out and it was just us going, yeah, Ocean Man, and just dead bodies
that.
everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
there's still,
I'm definitely down to loot bodies.
Are there actually bodies around us?
Yeah, there's the guy who's like pretty much shriveled up and dead. You have the conductor Jerry that remember was almost unbeatable because you had him sit down, and then you have I'm gonna say there are 4 dead bodies in the like close enough that it's like you don't have to jog to, because remember you guys were moving at like around 40 miles an hour against the train. So yeah, you guys can loot those.
I'm down the loot.
If you find any useful, if you find any daggers, I would love one.
Gotcha.
I turn to Henrik. Henrik, do you want your crossbow back?
No, I don't need it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I can throw fireballs.
Yeah, but it's yours.
As I walk away,
You can have
said
it.
the cook.
He makes really good meals sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
It's fun. I don't
What
need
do
it.
I find
you
the
sure?
bodies?
Yeah.
Roll.
Thank you for the
I
crossbow.
don't think it's perception because then you could just loot the. It's like you're literally walking
It'd
up to a
be
body and loot.
it'd be investigation.
Oh yeah, okay. So investigation for everybody who wants to loot bodies.
Yes. I want
Ooh, that is an 8. Is it? 18.
invest.
Again?
What'd you get? 20? Wow. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
13.
13. Who do you loot? You have the Captain Jerry, and then you have other Jerrys, and then Conductor
I'm going to the
Jerry.
ones that are a little farther. in the
Okay, so
distance.
you have I'm gonna say there's 3 at a distance, and then there's 2 that's kind of around you guys.
I'll go for the ones that are in the distance.
Okay,
I'll loot
so,
the close ones.
okay,
So I
and
can't
Anna,
loot.
you're just gonna help them loot the close ones?
Yeah, I don't want to touch them. I just want to look at them and just
Kick them a
knock
bit?
my.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna say
see,
push them around with your feet.
Make sure they're dead?
Just see if there's actually anything
Just
shiny.
stab them a
and
couple
then-
more times.
No, just to see if there's
Listen
anything
for a
more
By,
jingle
by
as
the
you
way, the
shake
reason
it.
I made the odds was because I rolled a natural 20 to anyone
Again.
who doesn't
Again.
know. Again, yeah.
Okay.
I rolled 3 different die, and they all rolled 20s. I don't know what you want from me.
I want to complain for him cheating, but it helps. So I'm not really gonna complain.
Okay. I have all the stuff for the Okay, you loot the Captain Jerry, and you get a scimitar and 3 daggers. Scimitar.
I hand the daggers to Anna.
You get 3 daggers.
I hand
Oh.
all 3 of them.
Oh, are they sharp?
You also there's also
He just tosses them.
no, yeah, they're
I
very
hand.
sharp.
I said
Oh,
hand.
Okay,
Here you go, and
Think fast.
how much damage do you take?
All the dice.
All the dice.
You take
and
all the
he
damage.
also was carrying let's say 20 gold on him. For you, there's 3 light crossbows. Oh, I'm sorry, 3 longbows on those guys that are at a distance, and they were all carrying probably like 1 gold each because they were like low level Jerrys.
How many arrows?
I'm gonna say 5 arrows each. That's a lot of arrows. You're gonna come back for just like full of stuff, just like, hey guys.
There's 3 longbows slinged over and 3 gold coins that I did not tell anyone I found.
Okay, that's all on you.
what was it? Light crossbow? Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'm not. Am I count? Oh wait, I found the light crossbows.
No.
No, you
It wasn't
have
like
a
crossbows.
light
It was
crossbow.
longbows. It was not like crossbows.
There were longbows.
3 longbows, 3 gold coins, and 15 arrows.
Who's writing what down?
I wrote down the stuff I looted.
All the stuff that he looted.
Okay.
He just gave you daggers.
And then
He also didn't tell you about the money.
That's
Wow,
fine.
that's
I don't really care.
I'm not sure if he's telling you.
I
about
don't really care. And it
Wait, what
doesn't
about the
come
other
out,
guy?
I
Because you
care.
said there was 2 people over by
Oh,
where they are.
you got a conductor's hat with some holes in it, and a light crossbow with 4 arrows,
Bolts or arrows?
bolts,
Okay.
Crossbows
Bolt
use bolts.
arrows.
No, crossbows use bolts.
bolt arrows.
What?
It's canon, but now it sounds
Along
really
with the
weird.
wow wolves.
Wow.
I
I can't wait to add wow wolves later. It's gonna be really fun.
And I got my light crossbow.
Wow, 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 wow.
200
You-
out here.
You gave one away and you got one back. What are you gonna do with the hat? Are you gonna do anything with the hat?
I put it on.
Oh hell!
I watch him put on a hold and ruined and disgusting conductor's hat, and
It's a little floppy.
Hendrik,
And it's blue and white stripes on it.
I assume. It's like that's the only visual anyone has of a conductor's hat. It's like
I don't
blue
think
and
anybody
white.
has any
Is it
other
bad?
visual.
The first thought was the chef's hat. I'm like, that's not conductor.
Is it maybe he was putting the conductor's hat on top of the chef's hat?
Oh wait, does he still have the chef's hat on? Or did
No.
he change it out?
Do you
Not
ever wear a
change it up.
chef's hat?
He
Yeah,
has
it
before.
became canon.
Oh
You
yeah,
can.
yeah, you're right. Oh yeah, guys, remember everything you guys say. Just a reminder, everything you guys say is canon. So.
Everything.
Every.
I'm not actually Tabasky.
That was said. That
Okay,
was said.
it's still about like 3 p.m. Not much of time has passed ever since you guys did that. Some of you guys are very wounded, and Drain is still there, and the horses are ready to go if you want to continue.
Alright, I'm gonna give everyone 5 gold pieces, and I'm gonna give Cadence 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She looks very excited. It looks like she's never really gotten an allowance like this before. But she's like, her eyes light up as you give her a gold. And she puts it in her pocket.
Yeah.
Actually, she
I need
puts it
to
in her
tag.
She swallows it.
Wow.
What?
Nope. We're not gonna do that here. So what do you guys want to do?
Let's get packing up because I really just want to get to
I'm gonna
talks.
walk back with my bows and go to hand and go, oh, fancy hat.
Thank you.
I will trade you a longbow for that light crossbow.
Can I use a long?
Because I found out the other day, this is I can't out of character. I found out the other day I'm actually proficient in crossbows, not bow and arrows. So that happened.
Riddle me this.
I don't believe you.
I don't believe you.
I'm
Prove
proficient
yourself.
in hand crossbows.
Oh, wait. You're confusing me.
I'm confusing me too. Don't worry.
Rip.
Doesn't want
Oh,
to
yeah, you are right. Okay.
Rip.
I look at
I
you.
beat the Bible.
Deal.
I'm gonna give him 5 arrows too. They came with quivers, right? I'm assuming. Or they kind of just have it in the back pocket.
Yeah, no, the Jerry's aren't.
You
that
only
bad.
have 4 bolts, by the way.
That's fine.
Bolts?
4 bolts on the.
Oh.
Because I gave him my
Bolt arrows.
crossbow.
The one that you picked up.
My new crossbow.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay.
now
Tough
his
to say.
new crossbow.
A little confused there.
The funny part is they look exactly the same, like down to the T. So like you guys could easily misplace them and you won't even notice. So yeah, what do you guys want to do now?
I just want to get to talks. Let's get a move on. And can you get rid of that hat? It is so dingy and it's so 5,000 years ago.
I like it.
Okay. I'll trade you this hat for 5 copper.
I'm not that into it.
No one's into it. Oh my God.
Prestidigitation and clean.
That's great. Okay.
I look at him and go,
that.
damn it.
You're like I couldn't.
It still has holes in it, but
But it looks.
I
It's a
could've-
clean hat with.
I mean,
holes.
Because I realized I could have done
Somebody
that
in our
too.
party can cast mending.
Yeah, but I could not. 'Cause that thing is 5,000 years old and way past my time.
I doubt it's.
I feel like 5,000
the
year
funny
old
part
is a
is
pretty good
trains
artifact
are-
and costs a lot of
fashion.
money.
The funny part is trains are relatively new, so it's actually pretty rare to see a conductor's hat.
It's not fashion.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
It's
Fashion moves
pre-trendy.
400 times faster than normal speed.
Oh, of
That's now
course.
canon.
That's not okay. So what you're saying is something like her outfit right now is out of date because we're 6 days away from civilization.
Don't you dare talk about that.
Ooh.
Dirt adds 20 years. And
How dare you? Listen. Let's just get to talks. I need to get a bath. I think we all should take a bath because we are disgusting.
okay, it's still a little bit over a half a day, so you guys can like kind of make it there, like in time, at night.
Let's just get a move on. Yes.
Okay.
Let's just get a move on.
But what about
Leave the train.
I don't really know.
We
what
don't
we're
need
gonna
it.
do. We could try to conceal it so we could come back for it.
How are you going to conceal that, man?
That's a good question.
Leave it.
Okay.
I'll remember where it is. Who else is gonna take it?
Who's on the
I'm
pilot seat?
I'm gonna sit on the front.
Apparently the cart leveled on us.
The horses,
I guess
the
we
horses-
are taking the train.
The horses were like,
Fuck
and they
this.
just left because you guys were just there for like 20 minutes just talking about should we use the train or not.
I'm gonna sit on top and look longingly at the horizon of talks.
I'm gonna sit on the opposite side and stare longingly at the train.
Goodbye, my only friend.
I was really excited to ride a train.
We wrote. Oh, you weren't there.
No. We are.
We were there. I remember
You-
the train.
We
You gotta
rode a
see
train.
it.
Yeah.
Really
it was
close.
long.
Well, I'm happy for you, legend.
It wasn't that great.
Oh, really?
And a
No, it's
perception
pretty
check.
cool.
Real quick.
God damn it.
Sure. Seven.
Am I rolling perception too? Because I'm on top of the train.
Yeah.
7.
You're looking back
Yeah.
towards the train. Okay.
19.
19.
Yeah. I see a train.
You see a really cool train. That could have been yours.
My
If
eyes-
the price was written,
like like in the sunset, my eyes just start glistening.
yeah, and then like you turn towards the camera, and it's like one tear. And it's just like you do see with that 19, you do see 2 very like distant figures in the distance, just across the road.
Son of a bitch, they're still there.
What do you mean there's still? Who's what?
There's one very like I'm gonna say with the 19, like there's one very small one and there's one normal size one, and they just like it. From what you can see, they just walk across the road. It's like if someone were to just walk across the road.
I think one of the Jerrys, and I guess his son is still out there. I don't know. I just
We can leave them. We're half a days away from talk.
Do we really want the
Yes.
Jerrys coming after us again
don't-
for the
they
fourth
only
time, Anna?
needed
For the
the fact-
fourth time, do we want the Jerrys coming
remember
after
what
us?
those orcs said? You never get rid of the Jerrys.
But we can.
How do you know?
Do
They
you
only
really-
wanted to go first because we were a sitting duck.
Whoa, wait, hold up, back up, Henrik. What about that guy who came that night, like 3 or 4 nights ago?
What?
I don't think he
What
was a
about him?
Jerry, because the
Yeah, I don't
Jerrys are
either.
not
Oh, that's
exactly
a good
smart and
point.
stealthy.
That happened?
Yeah, we told you.
Yeah, we told. Did we
You
tell
told
him?
him.
This?
You
Okay, we
told
told
him.
him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think you
Out of
Anna
character? No,
I
we
think you
did.
guys. Okay, I didn't realize. Okay.
I know. I had a conversation with Kerma about it.
No, me and
You were probably somewhere.
so we were asleep.
Don't remember.
Wait,
but
you
probably
you know,
told us.
either way, yeah, no, there was someone who came to the camp, and I guess we scared him away.
Yeah, we scared him away. He didn't get very close, so we couldn't figure out who he was.
But it might be that guy. I mean, is he about the same? I guess I can't tell from this distance.
Yeah,
he's-
it was like
It's just a man and a small man.
from what you could see, it was a man and a very small man, and they were like not even close to the train. They were like even farther back.
Yeah, they're-
like I'm saying with like you were like really staring down there because you really loved that train, and then you just caught like a glimpse, just very glimpse, just like.
I mean, they're a couple hundred yards past the train, so I don't actually think they're with the Jerrys now. I guess.
Yeah, I don't think they're-
One more thing, off of the small one is a little bit of a glisten. That was it.
And there's something shiny on them.
It might be one of those goblins that we fought in the woods.
What?
You fought goblins?
Oh my
The Goblin
God.
Wizard War.
What is happening?
Goblin. Oh. How do you even remember that?
I have a very good memory.
God damn. There's something shiny.
Because he's old. That's why.
Isn't it usually the opposite with old people? I mean, are we just gonna not do anything about it? I guess I could just keep an eye out.
You can. I don't really care. I'm more interested in getting to talks.
No
I
other
don't care.
opinions.
Would
No
you roll
other
for
opinions.
perception one more time?
Me?
Yeah. Would you roll for perception?
Oh, mine was 13.
Okay.
Can she roll for advantage now that she knows something's out there?
As she's looking back, I was gonna say
No.
she
I
was
wasn't really
looking towards
caring.
top.
That's fair. Yeah.
From what I was thinking that you were just like there's some guys back there and she didn't even bother to turn
That's
around.
fair.
Yeah, I
That
was
is her.
just like, fuck,
That
no.
is very her.
Toxo's pretty cool on the horizon. There's just pretty
People
cool.
forgotten.
It's pretty much like a very like what normal cities have, like a very like light haze over it because it's just a population of a lot of people condensed in a big area. Not as like I'm not gonna say like if you were to look out of character, if you were to look at New York City at a distance and just like haze like covering a lot of buildings, it's thankfully due to like all the forest around it. It's actually pretty clean from a distance. You figure you could probably make it there right before sunset hits, or as sunset is approaching.
So I guess the question is, as much as we may want to get to talks as soon as possible, as soon as we get there, our plan goes into action. And I think most of us are pretty depleted on resources right now.
Understatement.
It's gonna be a long one, guys.
Anna.
That was out of character.
Oh, okay.
So Cadence actually actually asked Legend for a boost up onto the stagecoach. She goes, what are we doing? How are we doing this?
You look at me? Oh.
Yeah, I was just saying in
no,
general.
he looked at me. So I
Well,
was
you
like,
are the brains.
oh, no comment. Cool. Like I said before, the best thing we can really do is get the payment by handing her over, and then undercover darkness, we just sneak in and take her. It's not that hard. Listen, complicated plans have a much easier way of
So-
getting fucked up.
I mean, I could also help and get it myself in, if need be, with my name.
Into a wizard camp school thing?
We'll never know what my name can bring.
We never know what could deter.
That's pretty fair.
That was great.
Thank you, audience, for that
The
gesture
audience
of.
won.
I
And
just
so the
can't
question
pick
though
You
is,
don't want to, guys.
Caden's kind of pipes up and goes, why don't we just camp out for the night and then we'll just do it in the morning? That way I could like maybe stay there for a little while, figure it out, and then you guys just pick me up the next night. Wouldn't that just be a little easy? Cause like I'm looking at you guys and it's still like you guys still look pretty bad.
I'm like
I
bleeding
can't-
from
I
my
can't. And
I
so
still have the gash.
she actually
from her
goes
axe.
back into the stagecoach and goes, Legend, pass me some of those empty health pots. And she's like, I can't make it. It's hard to make these.
That's okay, sweet.
That's
It's
fair.
fine.
Yeah,
It's
no
fine.
worries.
Why don't- like,
how
I
many
mean-
how many vials did she make?
She's like 10 empty vials. At this point.
I could have used those though.
What?
I take them. Put them in my
Yeah,
bag.
you take her. Okay. But
I don't know what you need those for.
What? Oh god.
Well, yeah, I'll go with Caden.
yeah,
so-
because I definitely need to sleep.
I mean, like, what we could do is maybe. I'm not saying we need to make it all the way to talks tonight. We could camp out outside so nobody worries about us that much, right? And then we get in. You drop me off.
But it's theoretical that we'll actually get there by tonight, sweet thing.
No, but
Yes?
well, yes.
But
We're
one,
talking about afterwards. Let's spend the. I agree. We should spend the day recuperating and doing our well-earned business of relaxing before we actually try to get
I'm
her.
actually with Cadence on this because what we can do is go there fully refreshed,
Yes.
and then when she goes with them, we'll follow silently and then stake the place out to see exactly what it looks like, and then we can make our like actual plan for getting them
yeah, we can.
We
what-
could also go to the library and ask for an internal schematic.
if they have it.
And we're willing to give it to us.
Yeah, that also.
Ah, yes, but
Yeah. So
we won't know
yeah.
until we try.
But would
just
you rather try when you're not half dead?
No, but so the two. Okay, there's two plans. Either we camp out now. We either camp out now, so we go into the city not looking like dead rabbits, or we go into the city now. They'll know we're there because we have this giant ass stagecoach. Then we hand her over, and then we stay in the city for a day or two before making our move.
I think that's a good idea.
Wait. You said
Because even we're going to look like dead rats regardless if we wait or not. Because let's be honest, we're disgusting.
I take offense to that.
But
I do
won't,
too.
won't the whole town be on
I
like
lived in
high
the
alert
woods
as soon as we walk
my
in?
entire life.
Huh?
Won't-
Sorry.
The Cadence like she's like, won't the whole town like really, like we're not going in with a normal. This is not a normal cart, right?
Of course not. I mean,
But
it
it's
is
the
your
cart that
card.
they're expecting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why don't we just wait it out here and
I
then
agree.
we go later?
But what if
And
we
then-
get clearance? Because we don't know who we're handing her to. What if they're important?
Out of character, how fucked up is your character right now?
Fucked up.
Like health wise.
I have 15 out of my 39. at
Like
level
so,
No,
like
you
but like
look
game, like
pretty
but,
bad
but like
then.
you look pretty bad.
Yeah.
Alright.
I have health potions. It's fine.
I am going to cast disguise self to mirror myself as her. And go. You realize you look like this. You need
Yes,
some sleep.
yes, but like I just want to get somewhere clean.
Do you see your eyes on my eyes?
Anna, we need some sleep.
But I would
It's
rather
one
be...
more night. Look at yourself.
Can you not look like me? That's kind of disturbing.
Not till you agree to stay.
I mean, it only lasts for an hour. That concentration spell.
Yeah, but can you really last that hour? Can you really last that hour? Miss Anna. Blah 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 blah. And I pull up my fake fan.
Oh, yeah!
Do you have the other one? Which way does it go? Oh, it's this way.
I mean, I guess.
I love roleplaying.
I want to just be clean.
It's one day.
One night. She's.
It's already almost night.
I cast disguise self to look like Lucky,
Yeah.
and I flip him off as me. And I bring it back down. I go into the cart, and I like huddle into the corner.
I'll take that as a yes.
Oh, no.
So let's get a little bit closer to the city and far away from the train wreck. Literally, train wreck. And then we'll set up camp.
Oh man, that was a good one. I could have used that before. Oh, I'm sorry. This is like way. I keep reminding myself to tell you this. Remember the move you did during the Goblin Wizard War?
Yeah.
With the fetal position into
Yeah.
straight up. Yeah, you get inspiration for that because that was like I keep reminding myself to do that. Guys, we'll try to clip it later so you guys can see how crazy that was when it happened. I keep reminding myself like he had to get inspiration for that because nobody saw that coming. Okay. And so you guys on that same like usual pullover for the night?
I'm in the cart, but
Yeah.
yeah, they're on top.
I'm taking that as a yes.
Now there's two of them. Alright, yeah, we'll pull over for after like an hour or so of travel.
Okay.
Wait a second. Okay.
No, because I want to get far away from the train wreck.
Yeah, I know you said that.
Yeah, we should be close to town, I think. I mean, not so close they'll find us, but.
But I'd like to be closer so we can get in early in the morning.
Well, I agree. I'm keeping the stuff as all out.
Okay, you guys pull over and oh my god, it's so good. You guys pull over and I'm gonna the usual. You guys start a campfire and
saw
are now camping out for the night. Henrik, the usual cooking and stuff.
Yes.
Anybody doing anything different this time around? Because I'm assuming we're just taking out the two tents to do.
I'm still pretty
staying-
paranoid about the fact that those guys were in the distance, so I'm gonna be very alert
Okay.
as we're doing this.
Give me a perception check.
That is well over 20.
Well over 20.
I rolled an 18 and my perception's 5. It's a 23. Math.
How about can I save that for the night patrol?
That's fine, yeah.
I'm gonna keep that same perception check for the whole night.
That's fine.
Can I make a
That's a 20 what?
3.
God bless.
Can I make an advantaged cooking roll?
I guess
So
I'm all
long.
over.
Can I make an advantaged cooking roll?
Yeah, you can make an advantage cook.
22.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's a pretty. It's and you probably figure when as you guys made this kind of like the last minute decision that Hendrik would not make as good food like as he's made before, but he looks at as pulled off like every other food that you guys haven't eaten and made this great food for you guys.
You're right there?
Just lowering it a bit.
Oh, okay.
I was like, damn, Anna's very angry about that.
How long did it take us to get to Coach area, to the area we're camping at, out of curiosity?
What?
How long did it take us, do you think?
I mean, I said about an hour.
Damn it. I was kind of hoping it'd still be Anna.
You could keep casting it.
Probably
no,
almost
it's only
out.
one.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Oh,
it's a spell slot.
Ah,
Otherwise, oh, but, no, I'm not getting
I
that.
walk out of the.
It's not worth it.
I walk out of the carriage after they set up dinner and stuff, and I go over to Lucky. You know, you're extremely infuriating.
Yeah,
Like, you're really an asshole.
yeah. And
Why the fuck are you an asshole?
why the fuck are you a bitch?
Because I have the privilege to be one.
You really don't.
Yes, I do.
Really? What gives you the privilege? Out of curiosity,
My title.
what about my title?
What title you have?
I am the son of the chief of my clan.
Does that actually apply to the real world?
Does your shit apply to my real world? If you come
Yeah,
out to the
but this is
woods
the
where
real
my people
one.
live, it wouldn't matter. If you go out to the dwarven town, it wouldn't matter.
But
Any other
who
place,
actually-
any other place but a human town that follows your nobility, it wouldn't matter. For all we know in Tox, it's not gonna matter.
But who actually goes to the wilderness?
Who actually goes where the fuck you're from? Where are you from?
Everyone.
Out of curiosity?
I'm from. Oh fuck! I have to look at my backstory real quick. Sutton. I am from Sutton.
And how far away is that from Tox?
I gotta make a new map.
It's
for
northern from Tox. From
How
Tox.
northern?
Tox? From Tox, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Where am I? Where's my paper? Nope. That's
I
not
don't need
paper.
a mileage, just long or far or short. Far. Not that far.
Distance. A week plus worth or journey. Not
Alright.
bad.
Well, maybe you have some influence down there if your
Up there.
house is
up there.
down there, whatever. What?
Up.
Oh,
It's
I meant in
northern.
Tox. I meant in Tox.
Oh, Tox.
Yeah, maybe you have some influence in Tox depending on how high in standing your family is, which honestly I don't know. But the more farther you get away from your town, the less chance you'll have of influence anywhere else.
Well, touche on your end, the more farther away you get from your wilderness, which is probably just the perimeter
Which
of
is
your wilderness.
why I don't rely on my privilege. I work for myself and I work my own. I made my place in my clan. I made my place in my not the word gang. That was out of character. Not out of character. Out of
Okay.
character. My brain kind of shut off.
My not gang.
I made myself. I made my place in my guild. I worked for it.
Your guild.
You were born into your spot, and you assume that you get privilege because of it, but you don't.
Lucky, I'll have you know something. You may be the chief of a godforsaken in the middle of nowhere wilderness because, I can't.
I look around the woods that we're currently in.
Cadence actually sits next to Legend and just watches this go down. She's gotten so used to you guys
Popcorn.
bickering, and it's like TV show. It's like it's pretty much now a TV show for her.
Yeah.
So you guys continue.
Listen, you might be from your godforsaken little place in the woods in the desert.
I live in the woods.
You're from the desert clan, you said you were.
But I live in the woods, yes.
So that's a different question. But it's a different question. But I'll have you know that even with status and privilege such as what I can hold, we still have to work on our own terms and agreements too.
Alright. And
You're just such an asshole.
you're such a bitch.
You know, I tried having this conversation with you.
You kind of came at me.
Yeah, so did you with me, so I don't know what to tell you.
Listen, alright, Anna. Let's take it back a couple steps. Alright? I don't want to fight, especially if we are going to be traveling longer together. Because as infuriating as I am to you, you are equally so to me. But I think we can agree on the greater good of the... Shut up, Eric. I think we can agree for the greater good of collateral damage that it would be better for us to work together.
Of course, and of course we will have our own separate and private lives.
Of course.
Duly noted.
Alright.
And I walk away.
I'm gonna kind of look over towards Legend and Cadence and go, do you know what that was about exactly? I kind of just bullshitted my way through that.
She was mad that you looked like her?
I guess so. I don't know.
I don't know. Noble fighting is weird. I would just whack somebody with an axe.
I'm not a noble.
like as she's like you guys are telling her that, and she's like, I'm not. She just starts like Cadence legitimately it's the biggest laugh she's had in days. She's like, I wasn't no.
Do I hear them laughing as I walk
Oh yeah,
away?
yeah, she's
But I whispered that so you can hear it.
Yeah, all you hear is whisper, and Cadence just dying from laughter.
Okay. Mortar and pestle.
You're starting up the grill.
Bird's hound. Oh, ow.
Anything anybody else want to do?
No.
All right.
Nope.
Okay. So you guys finish your wonderful food that Henrik cooked.
Thank you,
Henrik
Henrik.
cooked for you guys.
Not you.
Now everybody give me perception checks for the night.
Did you really?
That's gotta be the first. No, less. I don't know. That's a rare occurrence from me.
What?
Not from this group, though.
Pretty good rolls, guys.
Okay, so Lucky, you already have a 23.
Wait.
What the fuck, guys?
Legend.
2.
Oh my god. Okay.
6 for me.
Okay.
Natural.
Your blind rage.
Blind rage is correct.
Just sitting on top of
Human.
top of the characters. Staring. Stupid cat. Stabbing the top of the cart.
She's thinking of the ways to skin a cat. No? Okay. I thought it was a fun joke. Never mind.
It's like thinking of the ways to skin a cat.
Yeah.
Haha, haha. You like my joke. That's all me.
I'm proud of you, Eric.
Okay, just
Great
give me
job.
1 second to set some stuff up.
Filler, stall. Stall, filler, stall.
I don't got anything.
So what's the order for tonight, guys? I got you.
I'll go first.
I'll go second.
Okay, Anna first.
I guess I'll go.
Henrik second.
Okay.
Henrik second?
Yes.
And-
And,
you said?
and it's first.
Okay, yeah, but Henrik is second.
Yes.
Yes.
Who's third? Okay. And rounding it off again, legend. Okay.
Where are we? Sorry, who's sleeping and where?
Oh, we had to set up
Did we
tents.
set up the tents?
I'm sleeping in the cat.
Oh yeah, everybody, whoever's signing up tents will first survival.
I'll try to set up a tent.
Oh boy.
IKEA.
Oh, that was not
Oh,
bad.
okay, okay.
But
You got
survival's not. 14.
14. Okay. So you're setting up the big tent.
Yeah.
Okay. You set up pretty well. Still a little piece left.
Okay.
Somehow.
I'm gonna walk over and go.
And even Cadence walks up and goes, "How?
I think you made it with extra pieces.
Maybe I did. Maybe I
Guys,
was
just keep coming. How is it not falling out yet? That's the 4th L piece we have.
Wait.
I don't understand.
No.
Okay. I was gonna say
Quick,
like,
roll
it
for Cadence.
fell over.
Quick, roll for cadence.
What about
Wait,
Cadence?
roll for Kate. Wait.
Remember, roll for cadence power. It's a 10. Then I didn't roll it.
Oh wait. Okay.
This is
She's
joke.
not, she's not
Oh,
making
to
it.
make
made a
something?
joke. I
You
was
wanted to
making a
make
joke.
something?
Just making a joke.
Ha!
She wants her to make a joke.
Roll for performance.
Okay.
Anyway.
Roll for joke. 11.
Natural 1. Yeah.
All right.
Anyway.
All right. So that was good. All right. What's next?
I'm sleeping in the carriage.
I'm sleeping in a tree, and again, I'm like,
And you're like actually really vigilant with the 23.
no, because I'm like, I don't know if I'll get the full long rest, but I'm gonna like sleep lightly so I can like pay attention and whatnot.
Okay. Anna, you're first.
I
You're not
with
sleeping
my
now.
natural one. I'm just
Which-
gonna just like shuffle around the camp, just like silently fuming in my own thoughts.
Wait, I got the woods one. Here we go.
Well, you had a fuming sound.
Oh yeah.
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 No, I'm just going to silently just.
It's a normal night, just as every other normal night. Nothing too crazy. Normal animals walking around at night. You don't really hear anything out of place, and you don't really see anything.
Yeah, I'm just silently fuming.
Okay. It's been a few hours, and then Henrik, you're next.
No, it's because I'm on Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay.
Nothing really crazy for you either with the 6.
Woohoo!
Nothing too crazy, just normal sounds. And oh yeah, Cadence did the normal burrito thing and little caterpillar burrito thing, and is now like sleeping inside the tent. And so nothing crazy for you yet. Then it's Lucky's turn with the 23. You hear laughing deep in the woods.
I fucking knew it. Those goddamn Jerrys.
What do you want to do?
I'm gonna wake up.
Yeah, it was your turn. You already.
No, yeah, I'm trying to think of like who to wake up to help me. I'm gonna hop down and wake up Henrik. I'm gonna go, hey, dude, I hear some laughing in the woods. I think it's those 2 people I saw before. Do me a favor, just kind of stay here and stand watch. Send Nikolai actually, because that might help. I'm gonna go and sneak to see if I can see what the fuck's going on.
Okay.
Give me a stealth check.
Do I get advantage because it's dark?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm sending Nikolai with him.
Okay.
Oh, thank you God for.
So does Nikolai
Yeah.
also get advantage?
Yes.
Oh, that so much that advantage.
20.
That is a 21.
Damn, you guys, Nikolai jumps onto your shoulder and you just disappear. Like you take a few steps past the campfire and disappear into night. You make your way towards the sound of just laughing, and in a distance you actually see another small campfire. What do you want to do? Do you want to just approach and just see how close you can get? before-
How far away are they?
He pretty much disappears. I'm gonna say he gets like 50 yards, like over 50 yards. Away.
Okay,
He's like going,
more than 100 feet. Is
yeah,
what
more
I'm
than definitely more than 100 feet.
Alright, I mean, I'm gonna get as close as I can until, shit starts, I guess, however far I can get before they would notice me.
Okay. You get very close with that stealth check. Give me a history
Nikolai,
check.
Come on, Nikolai, Jesus.
Give me a history
Get your
check.
shit together. That is a 9.
Okay.
Is he far enough that you can see through him?
Nope.
Damn it.
You have to be within 100 feet.
Okay. You do see. Okay. You do see a very young orc, a troll, a tiefling, and a human around a campfire.
Fuck is this?
Roll perception again.
That's another 23.
Less.
18 plus 5.
You notice they have little uniforms on. They're pretty from what like you're getting very close, and like with that stealth check, they're very young, like very very young. They're all wearing nice little blue uniforms, and they're wearing little like bandanas, and they're all kind of laughing and joking around the fire.
Did we just summon the Boy Scouts?
What was your perception again?
23.
Okay, so you get close enough to actually read like the side of their little uniforms. It says Adventure Scouts. You recognize them as pretty much the.
My history is a 9.
Yeah, your history's at 9, but you can actually like
Okay,
you can
okay,
actually
okay.
you're getting close enough that you could read, but none of them are actually noticing you with your stealth check. It says Troop 1063, and they're all just laughing and talking, just like kids staying up late at night. They do have a Tox patch under like their troop number and everything, and they just look to be having a bunch of fun together.
Are there any adults there?
No, it's just them.
What do you think, Nikolai? God, I wish Henrik was here. Alright, how far away am I?
I'm gonna say you're about 150 feet away, so you can make your way back and try to get in contact.
I'm
and then go
gonna
back.
back up until I can essentially hear him speaking out of it.
As you get closer, and then he comes back into like actual like focus again. So we could say.
I don't know. I have to keep walking until he says something, essentially.
That's what happens. I can't speak through Nikolai. I can only like talk to him.
Oh,
Nikolai.
okay.
So he just kind of like swats you in the face.
What the? Nikolai.
Smack.
Why?
One smack for yes, two
Hey.
smacks for no.
Looks at you.
What? I missed what you just said.
You're only backing up until I can see through Nikolai.
Oh, you can't speak through him?
No.
Alright.
Can you?
I can speak to him.
I was like, what the fuck, Nikolai? Stop it, you monster! I don't actually throw him, I just kind of toss him on the ground. He like kind of runs. I don't know what he's gonna do. What is Nikolai doing after I toss him down? Because I have no idea what the fuck you can do with this thing.
This is interesting.
I'm gonna keep walking back until I get, I guess, to him. And with Nikolai falling behind, I guess,
Yeah.
angry at me because I threw him on the ground. Like, stop attacking me. Just so you know, 2 things. 1, your pet's an asshole.
No, I told him to do that.
What the fuck?
I was trying to
Wait,
get,
what?
I was trying to tell you I could hear you.
You couldn't like right in the ground or something like that? Why'd you smack me?
That would have made sense.
Yeah, that would have made sense, Dick.
My bad.
2, there's some kind of adventure scouts out there. Whatever the fuck that is.
Okay.
Roll a history check.
18.
You recognize them when he tells you about the Adventure Scouts. You actually see, with all your traveling, you have seen like little. It's pretty much like the little troops that are based out of like a bunch of city states, and it's just pretty much like a junior adventuring program. It's just so little kids don't walk off into the forest by themselves, like seeking adventure. Like pretty much, you guys are deemed like the town that you guys started off is like the big shot adventurers. You've actually
That's us.
seen a few of them
Big shot.
in your starting town.
Oh.
They all walk around and they usually stay in their little troops and they make like their own like kind of mini family together. But yeah, they're just kids from what he's. I'm assuming you're gonna tell him
Yeah.
everything. You can pretty much guess that they're just a troop based out of Tox, and they're just doing like their normal. Like they don't go too far from Tox, but they're pretty close enough that they could run home in case anything goes horribly wrong. But from what he told you, it's an orc, a troll, a tiefling, and a human, so they should be pretty fine. So that's the giggling you
Yeah,
heard.
they're just a bunch of kids.
But are they? I'm getting pretty paranoid with these Jerrys, man. They keep coming out of nowhere.
Did you see a troll, Jerry?
No, but I can make myself look like Anna or a troll.
Did you see any of the Jerrys cast magic?
Guess not. I don't know. I think I'm not gonna talk to them. It'd be kind of fun.
Time to steal more kids.
Do you want me to come with you?
Do you want to go with me?
It's better to be in group.
Well, then we want to make sure that someone's awake here. though.
Nikolai will stay here.
Yeah. Keep that little asshole here.
Yeah.
Wait, actually no. Fuck you. I'm taking Nikolai.
What?
You told him to hit me. It wasn't his fault. Come on, Nikolai. I'm not gonna walk away.
Wait. Okay, you walk back into the darkness. What are you gonna do? You're gonna walk back to the
I'm gonna walk over and just gonna walk into the firelight and go, "Hey there, kids."
They all scream at you.
Go. Why?
Yeah,
are
you pretty much emerged from the darkness with like, and your eyes like were glowing from the campfire, and they're all just screaming at you.
Why are you screaming? Stop.
Because you just can't. And there's like a bunch of there. You now notice there's is a female orc. It's a male troll, a female tiefling, and a male human, and they're all pretty much they were in groups of two and just like hugged each other at his like literally screaming. And one goes, "What are you? Who are you?" And we're just gonna do something, and like they're all like taking out like little pocket knives and stuff like that. They're all like they're it as much as a battle mode of small children
How far
can
away
be.
is
This is over like 150
Yeah.
feet away.
Since I'm awake, can I hear
but you
commotion?
guys really do hear. You guys hear a scream.
Do we wake up from this
Dude,
dream?
they would, because I'm already awake.
Yeah, you guys wake up from a scream.
Oh.
There's that. Yeah, it's at least an echo you guys hear because they were just screaming.
I swear I'm not. What are you gonna do with those little knives? Honestly.
we're gonna do something.
You're
and-
really not.
Wait, you don't know that.
I do know
I
that.
can do stuff.
You really can't. I'm telling you, I'm gonna roll persuasion to tell them, like, just calm the fuck down, please.
Okay, roll persuasion.
Oh, that was a nat one.
They all now take out knives, and one of them takes out like
Oh, but I'm good.
the fantasy equivalent of a
Are you
Swiss
wasted?
Army knife, and is now pulling out as many things as he possibly can. And they look at you, goes, what do you even want? What the? And
I'm gonna look at Nikolai and go, yeah, I know I should have brought Henrik. Shut up.
they're pretty much like on high alert now. They're moving kind of like they're sticking together, but they're moving back away from you.
Alright, look, guys. We have a camp set up about 100 and something yards back that way. We didn't know who you were. I heard you guys. I got a little concerned. We just got attacked by bandits. They're all dead. Don't worry. They won't attack you. Well, at least I think they're all dead. Those goddamn Jerrys. I'm not gonna hurt you. Just wanted to make sure, you guys are. I don't know why I'm doing here. Actually, now I think about it. God damn it. Listen, we're not gonna kill you. Calm down.
What? And, like you pretty pushed them a little bit more into a panic by saying that you were gonna even attempt to kill them.
I said I wasn't going to.
Well, you said kill. They're a bunch of kids at night.
No, God, jeez, God.
One of the troll, the very small male troll walks up to you, goes, "Okay, my name is and he looks back at them, and they all nod, and he goes, "My name's Blinky, and I am the leader of this troop, and can you just leave? That'd be great. If you could just not stop. Your little ferret there is really cool, but you gotta get out of here real quick before we use some of our spells that we learned. We got patches," and one of them points to like magic using patch, and they could do stuff. It looks like they could do stuff.
Trying to be nice. Trying to make sure these children were okay. I was gonna mumble as I walk away. I'm like, whatever. Get away from our camp, I guess. If you die, it's up to you. I'm gonna walk away. Trying to help, trying to be a good person. This is what I fucking get. Should've just robbed you like I thought I should've. And I keep walking away. I'm mumbling to myself. I'm not sure if they can hear it or not. If they can, I don't really care.
Yeah, they didn't hear me.
So we. Sorry. I
Nikolai
jumped.
knows.
I jumped.
they all kind of mumble to themselves as well as you.
But that
kind of-
23, I hear them.
Yeah, you actually do hear them. You
Love audience.
you
Live
pretty much
audience.
you pretty much hear them telling you telling each other like, okay, that one was close, you got to be a little bit more vigilant. And he didn't seem that bad, but he was kind of scary showing up. But that's pretty much what they were saying altogether. Like, they did like a little
How
huddle
old do
thing.
they look? Like teens or like Cadence age?
No, they're like probably a little bit younger than Cadence's age.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna look and go. Who
You
the
could you being like someone who's been in the woods a lot, you probably figure like this is like their first legitimate camp out.
Yeah, I'm gonna look
like
at-
outside of their town kind of.
I'm gonna look and like, who the fuck left them unsupervised? As I keep walking back to the camp. And I guess I get back to camp.
Yeah.
I stumble out of the carriage trying to pull my rapier. What happened? What scream? Trying
I
to
think
pull
I
it
think
out.
Lucky scared some kids.
Not on purpose.
Lucky, you're worse than me.
Ow. That
Cadence
hurt.
comes out of her tent. She goes, "Why? Was that scream in my dreams, or was that?"
No,
was
a
that
bunch
real
of
life?
kids are out there camping. They're probably gonna get eaten by wild
What
wolves.
are kids
I don't
doing
know.
out here in the woods?
They were scouts, adventure
Oh,
scouts.
these adventure scouts. Yeah, they'll be fine. They know how to. They got patches and stuff. And she jumps back. Cadence jumps back into her tent.
I'm gonna look over to two of them. I go, they did have badges.
I'm going back.
I really hope you didn't actually have your rapier. You just had your fan out like
No,
you
right
thought it
here.
was.
No, it's- she was ready
I
to
like
kill
fumbled
someone.
with my rapier.
Yeah. Did you even wake up?
You said I woke up, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could say whatever you want because I'm assuming you're gonna be awake until he gets back and you figure out what that scream was.
Yeah, so I came out of the tent.
Yeah. I guess you heard all that too then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So whatever you want to say.
I'm looking to the sky. How much more time do I have on my watch?
Probably like I'm gonna say like 30 minutes left. Nothing too much.
They're starting early. and I dive into I walk into the tent, just flop down.
Just straight face first into the ground.
Oh my god.
Okay.
With Nikolai.
With Nikolai. And Legend with the 2. Nothing really crazy. You do see when even with the 2, with the sun kind of like coming back up and the sky turning a little bit more blue, you do see like you could legitimately see just a little bit of that like smoke from the Adventure Scouts campfire, just like them doing their scout duties and making sure like no, the forest is safe kind of thing. But that's about it.
I can't believe we just let our fires run out and don't really do anything with.
Yeah, you just don't really.
we just like leave our campsite set up, like campfire still going.
Out of character question. Damn. Were those the people I saw? Were the Adventure Scouts? Or is that someone
I
completely
can neither
different?
confirm nor deny.
You're a monster.
Makes it better.
I guess so.
Makes you keep guessing.
Alright.
Okay. So you guys get ready to move into talks.
It's the morning.
Oh, so we are fully.
It's
ready.
morning. Everybody's full health and level 5. Woo!
Jesus, Nikki.
Okay. We are stopping the campfire. You guys put out the campfire. I'm not sure if you guys do anything about that. But, yeah. Yes, I still have this thing moving. Yay. Okay, oven glade. As you guys fix papers, I'm gonna fix sound. Okay. You guys, it's pretty much, you guys all wake up. It's pretty much like a new morning. You're feeling a little bit more refreshed and revitalized.
And
Feeling a
level
little
5.
bit more powerful as well. With that good night's sleep. Not clean though. And you guys get ready to anybody want to do anything before you guys head off to talks?
Can we
No.
still see the smoke from the Venture Scouts?
No, it's been extinguished by now. There's nothing from that distance anymore.
Okay.
Scouts what they're doing. Damn.
Oh hell yeah, they have a lot of pouches, man.
I try to like take some water from like a canteen and just like wash my face just a little bit.
As I'm gonna walk back and mumble. It's not gonna help.
No, at least I'm trying. I can't self clean myself.
Neither can. What are you talking about?
Cats do the thing, right?
I'm not a cat. God damn it, Anna. Again with the cat shit. I'm walking away annoyed.
You can self clean yourself.
Nick, you're disgusting.
I'm gonna climb because I barely slept last night because I was like trying to keep alert and whatnot. I'm
Yeah.
gonna flop onto one of the and I'm gonna
Seats?
flop to the coach. I'm gonna flop
Yeah.
to one of the seats.
Okay, you guys ready to go? Anybody want to do anything?
No, I just like get on top of the cart as usual.
Okay. Any positions on the cart, guys?
I'm gonna go on top,
Top, looking where?
front.
Okay.
Sitting next to.
Okay.
I'll be inside.
Okay.
I'm already in the cart.
Okay. And Cadence is also in the car. You guys did put the tent somehow back in the bag. No pieces this time. Congratulations,
Yay.
you guys are moving up in life. And you guys start on your way towards
The
Tox.
fact that there wasn't a piece confuses me even more.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Legend, where are you sitting inside the stagecoach? Are you sitting so you can look towards the back, or are you sitting just looking towards the front?
I don't know. Towards the back.
Okay. Cadence is actually looking out the window back as well. I want you to roll a perception check.
Okay. 14.
14 and Cadence rolled a 10. What'd you guys do with that campfire? You guys just like let it die?
I mean, I kind of like kicked it out and like,
Just like snuff it with the clay.
yeah, I wasn't like focused on making sure there were no embers, but I made sure it wasn't a flame.
Okay. You do see 4 figures walk out of the forest, and they see the campfire, and they walk more into the road to see you guys walking down, and one of them goes like this, and the other ones just go, and they're like kind of just like, you could just see them like, you could see them talking, but they're just like,
Mildly offended.
one of them looks very mildly offended, the other ones are like, they had that face like, not that bad. They could have done worse. And then they all start like actually making sure all the embers are done. And then they walk back into the woods. And you guys moving towards Tox.
Thank the Lord.
Wow, we finally made it after over a 6-day adventure. Let me get some music running.
7 day at this point.
7-day.
How many
running.
episodes was it?
Don't want to think about that.
Fair enough.
It was like 6. It was actually 5 or something.
No.
It was more. We're in episode 11. I came in episode 3.
So it was whatever 11 minus 3 is.
7. 3.
Wow.
I'm a genius. Well, we didn't. No,
But
we
I
didn't
don't
really
think we
start.
left.
Oh, we
on
didn't-
3,
we
so
didn't.
4 to 11.
I
so
guess so. Yeah.
7.
One a day, so.
And we finished today, so 6.
I hate you.
Okay, guys. You guys make your way into Tox. It is a high. It's all around it is. That's a lot louder than I thought it was gonna be.
Just the sounds.
Yeah. Let me stop
That's
this. Let
louder
me
than it
play
should be.
this. Let me lower this down. Let me put this on
I
blue.
blocked that. There's no.
Okay. Just make sure. Okay. You guys make your way into Tox. It isn't as from a distance. It looked like a really big walled city, but like the borders are pretty loose until you get to like as you guys make your way. The dirt road turns into like more of like a cobblestone road. It gets a little bit more bumpy for you, but it's pretty much more signs of like civilization as as you guys make your way in. Perception check on everybody.
I jinxed myself. You were right.
Lucky.
I think it jinxed to me.
11.
How is that possible?
Legend.
17.
Nice. Henry.
Natural 1.
Wow. Something.
And Anna.
This how the
7.
table is.
7.
Can I roll 20s or I roll 1s? There's no in between.
You guys make your way into Tox. It is, like I said, the walls of the city aren't like as prominent as it looks from a distance, but as you pretty much get closer, Legend, you could definitely see like there is like a more, I'm gonna say a little more secluded, walled off city. It's kind of separating like the high class against the lower class. They aren't like walls, like thick walls. The ones that are closer to you, but they do get kind of thicker as they go in. Give me, since you can actually see this, give me a history check.
Okay.
I don't even see the walls.
Yeah, you just see like you're just kind of like preoccupied by the small houses.
6.
6. Okay, you don't really know much.
It's walls.
Never
It's
mind.
walls. You guys do make your way in. There are a few people. Legend, you could definitely notice this as you're going by. They're all sitting by like a little box, and they're kind of listening to. It's like a box that's producing some kind of music, and some of them as you go by, more of them. They're not all playing the same thing. Some of them like they have the people talking from inside this little box. Other people are listening to their own kind of music, and some people are just sitting on their porches watching you guys kind of move by. As you guys move into kind of more of the inner city, everything starts to get a lot more condensed. You can tell like this is pretty much like how talks originally started inside these kind of like walled off areas, and now that kind of like the peaceful era has occurred, there's like more people have moved out now that's like a little bit more safe. Inside, the cobblestone kind of smooths out a little bit more. Not perfect, but like you do get bumps occasionally. You guys see more people kind of like sitting. A lot of people with their windows open, pretty much sitting around. Little kids every once in a while you'll see like running around of different races and stuff like that. And you see with that perception check, you actually do see the tops of buildings. There's not like a lot of smoke coming out of like the little stacks, but there are like I'm gonna say like a very 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 light arcane glow like coming out of each of them. I guess like an assumption like that's something that whatever's powering a lot of this system is coming out of this is like the exhaust system. And you guys move in closer and closer towards the like I'm gonna say the center castle of Talks. A lot of people are, I'm not saying they look very high class, but they do look well dressed. You haven't seen much of a lower class here. Everybody seems to be helping each other out in terms of technology isn't being like held to like one person, it's kind of being spread out. That's kind of why like in the towards the beginning when you were seeing stuff, it was like, even though it was a little bit, I'm gonna say in terms of the inner city compared to the outer city, it was more rural or like suburban. Now it's like dense, condensed, like New York City condensed. The buildings do get to like 3, 4, 5 stories, but nothing too high. And I'm gonna assume you guys just pretty much like follow signs and whatever, follow signs to like the center city. I'm gonna say the center castle, and it is 9:13, and we're gonna take a small break, and we'll get to you guys dropping off Cadence, and we'll see where you guys do from there.
Oh, okay.
So that was the introduction to. I want to see how well this music goes. Yeah, it sounds kind of toxic. That's what I was thinking about.
Oh my god, well, we'll see you in a bit.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to The Way You Roll, episode 11. We made it. We are in talks. We're finally, after our over 6-day adventure, fighting trains and Jerry's and trains and people in the woods and people we don't know and maybe even scaring a bunch of kids in the woods. We are here
Wasn't on purpose.
in talks, and you guys are making your way to like pretty much the front castle gates. Cadence kind of goes into her bag and pulls out that second letter that's still like sealed, and you guys pretty much like it's like as you guys pull in towards like the castle, it's like a roundabout thing that you guys can like get out. It's very regal. And you definitely appreciate like the master, like the architecture and like how high class everything looks like just here. But you guys pretty much walk out into like I'm not gonna say fully cobblestone, but still like pretty much generally cobblestone. As you guys make your way towards the front door. It is a pretty large front door. I'm gonna say it's at least 10 feet tall. There are two. Give me a perception check. I have to keep reminding myself not to give you guys like everything.
12.
Someone roll for Eric. 16.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Wait, thank you.
What'd you get?
12.
18.
Oh, wait,
Well,
hold
yes.
on.
With the
16 plus
perception,
his
16. 11.
Well,
Okay.
that's not his perception.
18.
Yeah.
18. Okay, so double 18. You guys, more specifically, you guys all see this, but they're gonna see a little more detail. You guys see like pretty much a 10-foot tall, pretty much like door inside into the castle, and you see two figures standing outside the door. They don't look to be moving or breathing, but they are very big. Like they look to pretty much be like at pretty much just barely statues. In
Like
suits of armor.
sentinels?
Yeah, I'm gonna say sentinels. Very architectural looking.
Weapons?
They are carrying. Both of them are carrying very large pole arms. So it's pretty much a pole with a big axe at the end. So what do you guys do?
So we go through those doors, or no? We
No, you guys.
Too.
The front of the door also has the symbol of Tox on it. It is Did I ever
It's
describe
like a
it to you?
horse.
What?
It's a horse. No, that's mechanical place is a horse.
The mechanical place isn't a horse either.
What?
It's an A with a gear. I remember that one.
Then this one's a horse.
It's definitely not a horse. It is. I'm gonna say
I'm
it's.
convinced it's a horse.
Nikki, just science side of Tumblr. The one that looks like a triangle, the beaker, the science,
The one that's like
the beaker thing that looks like a
an
triangle.
Erlenmeyer flask.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just making sure because I know someone's gonna correct me later.
The science flash?
The science flask, the triangle science flask. Yes, it's an Erlenmeyer.
Erlenmeyer.
Erlenmeyer, right?
Erlenmeyer flask.
Erlenmeyer flask. With a that like kind of moves like from its base into like a T, and then that T moves around. It's pretty much like another like circular kind of. It looks pretty. It's a pretty cool emblem for the
I
city.
open the hatch. Cadence, what do we have?
Right before you hit that, as you're about to like hit the door to like pretty much like move in, the statues do move, and they,
No,
it just.
I went to open the hatch. Go sit on top.
Dang it!
Listen. I'm so. We're sitting on top.
Yeah.
You're up.
I'm
on
up there
top.
too.
Up,
I'm
but
also
facing
on top.
back, and then she's inside with Cadence.
Yeah.
I wanted to like go to the hatch and be like, Cadence, how do we open?
Well, so when she does, as she does that, I'm just gonna walk past and jump down and just go towards the door, and go to knock on the door.
And go and knock on the door. Okay, so
Wait,
let's
is
solve.
it- Alright, wait, I'm sorry. I was busy. Is it a gate or is it a door?
It's a door
Door.
To like a building or like
into
the
the
wall?
castle.
Okay.
No
Then it
one
makes
may
sense to knock.
interrupt.
The knocking makes sense.
Okay, let's solve this first. Cadence kind of just goes, I've never been here before.
Oh.
And she does show you that letter that she had that Deb gave her.
Can I have?
Yeah,
that,
she like
please?
gives it to you. It's still sealed like with like the with the emblem on it. And you walk up to the door, and just as you're about to knock on the door, one of the statues moves and just like pretty much puts its hand in front of you, and it goes, "What is your business here, Tabaxi?"
we have a kid?
Do I see this happening?
No, yeah, you definitely see. And the other one is also moving, and they look like they're both like they're very. I'm gonna say like
They're
like,
really big, right?
Yeah, they're very
Yeah,
tall. They're
scared
like
the
at
shit
least,
out of me.
yeah,
I'm not
at
trying to
least
get-
the height of the door, and they're both now like looking down at you because you're a very small thing. You're like, and they so just to,
My ears droop back a bit.
yeah, just a little bit more detail on these sentinels. They pretty much look to be like elementals that are just inside suits of armor, and they're like pretty much like.
How tall are they?
I'm gonna say like at least like 10 feet tall.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they're very
Yeah,
tall.
like-
Yeah,
We
they're
are
very
in a
intimidating
Giants world.
looking.
We are in a Giants world. So I'll if anything, can I walk up to them? Sorry.
Yeah, you guys, they're
I
kind
want to
of
walk
just
up to
looking
them
lucky.
with the letter in my hand, and I just I just smack one on the leg. We have this.
And he, as you do that, he kind of looks down and is like, how dare you smack me? And then he pretty much holds out his hand for like the little thing, and he placed it in his hand, and one of them actually it's amazingly how he opens this thing perfectly, and the other one kind of like does like a couple hits on the door, and he's reading it, and he's like,
She's in the car.
she's,
Like I said, we have.
can
a
you
kid.
please tell her to come out? That would be.
Cadence.
And Cadence kind of like pops out because she was looking through the window and she looks like just as terrified as anybody would look as a giant sentinel is kind of like interrogating you. And she kind of walks out with her little bag, and she like tightens her bag a little bit more, and she like, walks up and
Put my hand behind her.
yeah, he goes, looks very official. And he kind of motions over to the other sentinel, and the other sentinel kind of opens the door a little bit. He goes, "You may pass. Just we've already signaled the person who's supposed to be helping you. I apologize, Little Tabaxi, for that fright.
You just pat me?
Yeah, he very. It's amazing how gentle he can be, and he's just like very gently, and you pretty much
That
walk
kinda
in.
pissed me off.
And just as you guys are pretty much walking, they both take their places almost perfectly.
As I walk past,
Yeah.
I say, "Have a nice day" in a primordial or a Terran to them.
Oh, wow. And one of them, they both like it was almost like whiplash, like you said that, and they were like, "Good day to you as well." And they both of them were like, "Oh," they were like, it's like, and one of them actually tilts a little bit and goes, "That's a cool human." and the door closes behind you guys. You guys are now in a giant lobby. It is just as beautiful as Anna and Legend. You remember I'm sure you're obviously you guys remember how beautiful that the mansion was that you guys blew up. It's
mean
even
the
better
ones-
than that.
yeah.
The floors are very nice, spotly clean. The emblem is sitting in the middle of the. Oh my God! It's a cat. I'm sorry. It's a little
there's a
cat
cat.
walking. And I'm sorry. I just never thought I would see a cat around here ever. Except for you, Bucky.
Not that. That wasn't the face I was making.
Okay,
Like, if it's like you. What?
So it's pretty much a very beautiful lobby looking lobby. And there's stained glass window right behind you, and the light is kind of like showing onto like the thing. It looks very beautiful. And a woman, ginger-haired woman, walks from behind the pretty much out of like a hallway and directly to you. Goes, "Oh!" And she walks up to you, just heightens her pace just a little bit. As she walks up to you, goes, "Oh, nice to meet you. My name is Arya Edison, and I would like to welcome you to Talks. We have been expecting you for quite some time. I'm perfectly sorry. May I get that letter?" Yeah, he gave you back the letter before,
Oh, okay.
just so you know.
Okay. Of course.
And she pretty much has like a clipboard, and she like clips to the top of the clipboard and like just to smoothen it out a little bit. Goes, "Oh wow, we've been expecting for quite some time. How was your trip?"
Long. I think we would well deserve a rest.
Oh yes, of course. How about I assume this is Cadence.
Yes, Cadence.
And Cadence kind of just like very shyly walks up. The woman is she not only is she like ginger haired color, she's wearing not the most. I'm gonna say her first appearance is like if she was some kind of like medical personnel or something like that. She's wearing very like, I'm not saying scrubs, but like very, very nice looking. She isn't wearing any kind of name tag, but something very particular about her is that one eye is like blue colored, like electric blue, and the other one is like crimson red. She has dual colored eyes.
What's her name again?
That is my thing.
What's her name again?
Thank you for
Aria
the
Edison.
sub. I don't know what that noise is.
That was me.
Yeah. No.
That was me. I
Thank
have.
you for the ding.
I've never heard that noise
No, that's
before.
that I had my when I have to open up Spotify. There's like I have to go into Facebook and
I think the carriage is still running.
carriage is. Oh wait. Oh dang it! It's on the move. the sentinels just watch it go by and I'm like, well, there goes another one.
Oh, another one bites the
And
dust.
cannon.
And cannon. Yeah, the sentinels just don't care. They have their job and that's all they have to do.
What was the name of her again? Which
Aria
lady?
Edison. Her name was Aria Edison. Okay, everybody got that?
Yep.
Okay, so she actually asked Kate. She looks very nice by, like, first impressions. She looks very nice and friendly with Cadence, and obviously Cadence doesn't know her, but she goes, so we've been expecting. We have your room ready. I can show you all the other kids who are actually gonna be. You're gonna be your.
Oh,
I'm gonna
is
say
this, what
your roommates.
program is this? We weren't quite told.
Oh, it is.
much.
I apologize. We
Yeah.
had to keep it a little bit low key. Obviously, we can't just be telling everybody we're holding a school for like gifted children here. But yes, we are.
We did.
I can definitely show you guys around. I can't show you everything due to protocol rules. We can't just show everybody everything. But I can show you where kind of the lobby where all the kids play. How she'll be staying here for a little while just to keep put your mind at ease. So she leads you down the hallway. Everything is very nice. There are very occasional like kind of busts and stuff like that as you guys pretty much make your way through like twisting. Yes.
Can I roll perception to look around for, or can I look around for these cant symbols?
Yes.
Do I roll for that, or?
Give me a
see
perception check.
We would appreciate that you would show us around because we did actually end up taking care of her all these long days. We've grown quite attached to her, if you will.
Oh yes. No. I mean a 6-day trip. Like how can you not get attached to someone as
No.
adorable as Cadence?
But she's so adorable.
What'd you get?
I don't wanna.
What?
One.
You get a 1. You notice the walls look very nice though. Very nice. No thieves can't that you can see.
May I roll?
What do you want to do?
Would it count now or would it count later to remember the layout?
To remember the layout?
Yeah, would it count later as a history check or would it count now as a
Are we
perception?
inside the building?
Yes, you're inside the
Oh,
building.
I thought we were
Invest-
still going to the building. My
No,
bad.
you're
Never mind.
inside. You're definitely inside.
My bad, never mind. Because that was for like when we were outside.
No. You can do
Yeah.
another one later to see if you see
Yeah.
something, but let's finish this and then we can resolve this a little bit later.
Yes.
She takes you towards the pretty much towards the like couple lefts and a couple rights. Everything's actually very well labeled as well. You assume for like a place with small children, they have to label just in case like it is a giant castle. Like they can't keep track of every single child, but they do try. You can tell like this is a place where they're actually trying their best to help. So she actually explains to you, she goes, well, this is a place that we are actually working with a lot of other city-states. Is a very big, not am I saying abundance, but there are, every once in a while, we do get a few gifted children who have extraordinary abilities. Some have beautiful ability of pyromancy, other people can control technology with just the mere thought. Others just love swords, and I just, why would we be allowed to teach
Cadence, do you hear that? You're a blessing.
And she says, yes, definitely, of course. And she actually opens the door and into like pretty much, I'm gonna say like a playroom. Not everybody is Cadence's age. There are some that are like kind of preteen. Nobody over. I'm not saying nobody's definitely an adult. Everything's kind of like teens and under. And they all like look like they're having fun. Something very particular is each of them have. Cadence, remember, has pure silver hair. You do see a few other children with silver, like pure silver hair. Some of them do have like streaks of silver, but it's nothing. You pretty much assume that it's just like a trait that you can pretty much call out if you were looking for someone like that. But other than that, they all look to be having a lot of fun. And she goes, well, this is the pretty much the, let me say, the general children's lobby. Everybody has usually their time to play. There's no point in pushing children to the breaking point if you're trying to, mostly this institution not only is to help guilty children and help them out of their, some of them are born into very low situations, and we are here just to help them out. Others, mostly, we take small children and then we see what's the extent of their abilities. We never push them way too far because a child is much more delicate than any other adult.
You take care of them.
Yes.
Oh.
So she pretty much gives you like a smile, and I'm gonna just fast forward through this a little bit. She actually shows you like the courtyard that's sitting like in the center of this castle. The castle is like around a courtyard. There are buildings that kind of like lead, just nothing over 3 stories tall, but leads into like it has a very big playground and jungle gym. Other kids, there are some kids outside just having fun, and it's she pretty much tells you like this is like, well, this is our recreation time right now, so you guys came at the perfect time. Unfortunately, we cannot show you the rest due to protocol for the building. But definitely, if you guys, we have to still pay you. I did not forget about that. And she actually flips over her thing. She flips to the paper and goes, 150 gold each. Okay.
I was told 175 each.
100. It says 150 right here.
That's not what Deb told us.
Was it 175?
Yeah.
Dang it. Okay, well, let's rewind. Let's say 175. I'm so sorry.
You buff you up.
Blip blip duh, 175. Okay, wonderful. So
We also lost 2 members along the way, but we can just share that, that amount of gold between us.
you realize it's 150 gold, 175 gold each, right?
You understand we fought off many people to save this child, right? We lost 2 of our people.
She flips through some papers and she kind of looks and goes, "We can do that.
Right, thank you.
It's the least we can do."
I do
And
appreciate that.
she pretty much leads you to like more of a little bit of financial kind of office, and you guys get paid the 175 gold each. We're gonna take 175 and we're gonna divide it into 4 pieces.
It'd be
175 times 2.
Is that 350? Right?
Yeah,
175
Yes.
Divided by 4 would be.
divided by 4. 87.5. So 87 gold each.
And 50 copper.
50 silver. Wait, 5 silver.
And 5 silver. Yeah.
So wait, repeat that. 80 something and what copper?
87
And what?
each and 5 copper.
5 silver?
5 silver.
Plus our original 175.
80. Oh yeah.
175 that you guys got individually. Then the 2 175s that you were supposed to go to your other teammates. But now we put it together and then we divide that by 4. So that's 87 gold and
Okay.
5.
So everyone gets 262 gold.
There you go. Matt.
Not including what we may have gotten before in our first round.
You guys
On our
got a lot.
first-
Yeah.
What was that?
Well, 75. You didn't spend the entire 75. Then we got.
Oh,
first.
yeah, yeah.
Two
Okay.
six- Oh, you
Well,
add
we were in our
262.
first.
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna have slightly different numbers because of
Yeah.
other stuff.
But like, what was the initial?
26. Wait, what?
Well, I was just, okay, fine, that's fine.
Everyone just got 262 gold.
That's what I was asking.
Okay, cool.
Duran, I want to do an insight check on the very nice woman.
Very nice one.
20.
20.
It might be -1. Hold on a second.
It wasn't actually.
Yep,
It's
19.
It's still natural. I'm gonna say it's still natural 20. She looks very well put together. From the way she's looking at her clipboard and everything, she looks very well organized. One more thing. You guys, while you guys are walking through the hallway, you do see more sentinels. They aren't. I'm not gonna say that they're as tall or as big as the ones outside. I'm gonna say these things are like 6 feet tall each. It's probably just at different corners. Every once in a while, one will like kind of walk to for example, this is the hallway, and there's a place for a sentinel on this side and a place for a sentinel on this side. There might be one missing from this side, and then you actually while you guys are walking, you actually saw one walk by.
Rotations.
Yeah, they pretty much have rotations. But like none of them really kind of glare at you. They kind of just at the fact that you're with Miss Edison. You guys are.
Can I make? Can I just take a moment to remember what she looks like?
Yeah. Okay, cool. So now you remember what she looks like. Nobody else remembers what she looks like though. No. But yeah. So You guys get paid the amount of gold.
Is she as tall as me?
How tall are you?
5'4" in the game.
Give me a second.
I'm also 5'4" in
I
real
was
life.
gonna say.
But yeah, it's a standard 5'3", 5'4".
Give me a second.
As long as she's not like a foot shorter or taller than me. Cause you didn't say what species she
Yeah.
was.
Oh, she's human.
Is human?
Give me a second.
As long as she's not like a foot above me or below me.
She is. I have it here. She's 5'7".
Okay, I can do that.
Okay.
I can make myself appear taller.
Oh, okay. I was just
with the
so
Okay,
confused.
here if you want to read it.
So-
no. It's
Okay.
fine.
So yeah, I said you guys saw Sentinels. You saw all the kids. So just like that, she actually does give you recommendations of where to stay. Obviously, you can't stay in the castle because it's breach of security. They don't want you guys around a bunch of kids. So she actually really recommends you guys to an inn that's really not that far away. Probably like I'm gonna say like a block away from the castle.
What do you mean we can't stay here? I mean, we are your guests of honor.
Well, yes, but we still have protocol and rules.
That's really viable and fair. But we spent 6+ days on the road with this young, blessed human being, Cadence. 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 Cadence.
We have become very attached
I think
to her,
of
and I
Candy right
think-
now. I'm sorry.
And I think more than anything, we just want to make sure she's going to be safe here because we don't know, you say you have protocols, but we don't know what kind of security you have. And like I said, we have
We've
become
grown quite a
very attached to her.
We
We
kind
love
of
Cadence.
Roll
Loving
persuasion,
that.
both of you guys.
Wait. Do we do advantage because we're helping each other out here?
You know what? Oh.
Yeah.
Normally you'd have one person roll and they get advantage.
Well, would it be persuasion or deception?
Are you lying that you love Katie?
Oh, no.
I'm deception.
You're a liar! You've
No.
been leading her off this whole time.
Deception?
I
mean, persuasion to let
who's
them
kind of
stay.
taking the lead here then? Is
I
it Anna?
was. I was, yes.
Okay, so you roll advantage.
I don't.
No, you're
You
good.
don't- you don't.
No, you're good.
You don't roll.
You're good.
Oh,
You're good.
You're good.
I wanted to roll.
What? Deception or
Persuasion.
persuasion?
Yes.
Well, it's
Okay, no, that's fine. Don't be worried.
I was gonna say, I'm good for that.
Okay. Okay. I have to count now. Okay. 18.
You pretty much tell her that you've gotten very, very attached to her, and she can see like how sincere you look. You look very sincere, but she still has something she needs. Like you can tell she still is like kind of bound by the rules of the location. And she
You
goes,
can even post sentinels around us if you need to.
I can have you right outside the castle, but I can't have you inside here.
What guarantee can you give us that she's gonna be safe?
You can come by anytime.
We may.
I can give you
Visitor's
my
pass?
what?
Like a visitor's pass almost? Just to see her. Like a visitor's pass.
Oh
like
yes,
a-
no, yeah, definitely during
Accent's too strong.
during the day at any time you could definitely come and stop by. You guys can stay in talks for as long as you like, but unfortunately I would love to have you more people helping out with all the children, but we can't. It's unfortunately it is a protocol that I have to stand by.
Of course, no, that's fair. What accommodations will you perhaps have us then outside the...
She actually her face lights up a little bit. She goes, well, we have quite. I'm not gonna say it is the most high class, but it is very nice. It is an inn right next to a bathhouse. You guys can clean yourselves up.
Oh, thank God.
You guys can do whatever you guys need to do. But remember, I would love for you guys to stay here and stay with Cadence for a little bit longer. But we do have visiting hours and we do have protocol. She actually does give you
A
gives-
visiting... Okay.
yeah, a business card. One with their name and the other one with the actual institute on it. It doesn't say Talks. It's Talks is Institute for Gifted Children. It doesn't really say that, but it does say like visiting hours. She actually writes it down on the back of her business card and she gives it to you.
I'm gonna go ahead and reach around, and I was like, "Thank you so much. We really appreciate it because I don't want her taking it and
Excuse
throwing
me.
it away."
She looks very confused as you do that. But she goes, so yes, Cadence, I'm gonna show you to your room, and she kind of oh wait, I have a thing for this. Okay, let me pause this. Let me stop this. One day I'm gonna get a soundboard and I could just click a button and I could just do it.
You're gonna hit the wrong button. It's gonna be hilarious.
And it's gonna be great. So, let me just test this out. Okay, so, this is kind of like the, pretty much like the last kind of moments I'm not gonna say the last moments, but for now, this is kind of the last, thing. And Cadence. Cadence actually, as Arya kind of leads her away a little bit, she actually, like pulls her dress and she whispers a little bit into her ear and she goes, "Yes, you can do that." And she actually runs to you guys and gives you a really big hug. She smiles at you with the like pretty much the cutest little smile you could possibly see, as she doesn't really say anything about what you guys are gonna do later, but she does say, I'll be fine, and she does like these little what?
Are you happy, Cadence?
Yeah, I'm definitely happy. I mean, I couldn't have made it here without you guys. You guys are the best. And she smiles and she kind of cleans off her dress a little bit more. She goes, "Spit, siblings," and she spits in her hand. Already the distance is like, but she's like, I guess I'll let it slide. And then she goes, "Yeah," and she gives you guys all a hug, and she takes out her notebook, and it's another drawing of all you guys all together. The original one was like with Kurama and Earth,
Just scribbled
but
out.
no, actually it's actually a little bit better than last time. These are all these days she's seen you guys all together. She actually looks like she's a little bit about to cry a little bit as she smiles at you and she gives you the thing. And
like, we'll see.
and she walks away with Arya into pretty much deeper into the
Wait, did you tell us what inn we were going to?
oh no
She
she just left you. No I'm gonna say that
wait, just
with the business card she gave you, there was another one under it with the inn name.
Okay.
What does it say?
It says
What is the cost? What does it say?
It says.
Be careful, she might stab you.
the guy who's in the office still sees you guys there, and he's like it's getting tense, and everybody's like,
Okay.
No.
I realized the whole thing and go, shit.
No. What's the name?
God.
dang it, I didn't think about this.
Cornered ostrich.
Yep,
The Dove Trove.
the Dove Trove.
That name's better.
The Dove Trove.
The Dove.
The Dove Trove.
Dove. Oh.
Dove, D-O-V.
The Dove
Dove.
Trove.
Apostrophe D.
Yep,
Dove.
yeah.
Dove Trove.
Apparently, it's called the Dove Trove.
Oh.
You guys pretty much leave the castle. You guys it's not very difficult to get out. Someone actually kind of guides you a little bit, kind of understands like how
Oh, this way,
yeah.
Okay.
As you guys walk out, you do see a couple more sentinels. They're all kind of like still rotating around in their place. And you guys leave, and one of them actually go, as you guys are leaving, the giant sentinels outside kind of go, oh, look, it's that human again. And like in Tyrion, right?
Yeah.
He goes, I hope you have a wonderful day. If you guys need anything, you guys let us know. And as much as a suit of armor could smile, it almost looks like they're smiling at you a little bit.
No problem, guys. Trying to get any sunburn.
One of them actually chuckles really hard. But you guys can't understand anything that they're saying, but they're just like, and but then they move back and they almost look like they turn directly back into stone, and you guys walked into the Dove Trove, yeah, right? Cool. Dove Trove, cool.
Apostrophe D.
You guys, it's actually a bathhouse with an inn, and you guys walk into the front door. Inside there is a let's play what race is that character? Half orc.
Woo!
And it is a male half orc. And okay. and you guys walk in. The person is actually very dressed to the nines. They're wearing a name tag. This is Laura's. And they smile as you walk in. Welcome to the Dove Trove. How may I help you?
Yes, we'd love a room to stay in, maybe to use your bathhouse too.
Oh yes, of course.
I turn around to the group. Are we sharing rooms or separate rooms? Or what's happening real quick?
Share.
Share?
You
Yeah,
too.
sure.
Two. Okay.
Sure.
What about
Two rooms?
Nikolai?
2 rooms?
We'll do 2 rooms.
2 rooms?
Yeah.
Nikolai can sleep with us.
Oh. 2 rooms. 2 rooms.
2 rooms.
Yes.
Yes.
I didn't realize they were gonna throw a room.
And he pretty much like scribbles a little and thinks, do you guys have any bags or?
I mean, we do have our I have my
I'm
little
assuming they
backpack.
confiscated our cart. Not
Yeah,
our
that's,
cart.
I was wondering what happened to the cart
Yeah, just saying.
that had all
The
of our
cart
stuff.
wasn't there when you guys got back.
Okay.
So we just lost.
So it rolled away. Is
All of our
It's
stuff.
either it rolled away or it was taken by someone, but I'll resolve that a little bit later too. And it was the Jerry's like.
So we walk through
Like,
the
really
cart,
heavy
not
dub stuff
taking our
starts playing?
stuff, so we all have nothing.
Yeah, you guys pretty much have
Just-
nothing except for the gold.
You're joking.
And our equipment, I guess.
Yeah, and whatever equipment you were carrying on your.
Oh, boy.
Okay, how many weapons is it reasonable for me to have been carrying?
That's a good question because I have the same problem right now from the looting.
I want you to pick 3.
Or do we want to resolve the
3,
fact that
okay.
we may have? Okay, so this is just debauchery. This is just
I
a
probably
box.
had most of my stuff on me. Anything I wouldn't have had on me. I'll
'Cause I have a
borrow.
backpack. That's why.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. The question is, would you brought the bag?
It's in my equipment.
Okay. He sees you guys like really as he asks you guys like, do you guys have anything? He sees how confused you guys look. He goes, did you guys?
We
You guys-
had
is
we
everything
had
alright? Is everything
Shit,
alright?
where's the cart?
Wait, did you?
Oh my god.
Were you robbed? Is
No,
everything
by no
alright?
stupid
Um,
school.
It's,
No, listen. Is it possible for you to get in touch? Is it possible for you to get in touch with the Henrik? You're friends with the Sentinels. Oh my god, right? Are you? You were
Yeah,
talking
maybe.
to them. I
Is
just
that-
heard.
is
I
that-
heard the garble.
I'd say acquaintances.
I heard
Is
the
it-
garbled.
is everything alright?
Do you know them? Maybe they
Yeah.
know
Do you need my
Yeah, it's
assistance?
Philip
Is there
and
anything I
Joey.
can do
Can
to
you
help?
tell? Can you tell them maybe what to talk
You
to?
want me to talk to this guy?
Yes, about what? Okay, so we're traveling along here in a cart, an automated horse, as one would do.
Yes.
They weren't
But we
actually
seem to have
automated.
stepped out of the
but-
cart without taking our stuff for leaving because they did want us to evacuate the cart.
Oh.
On no short
Oh, I
notice.
see. Okay. And he actually like calls like a bellhop and actually he whispers to him and he's like, okay, so I want you and his voice trails off a little bit as he like starts speaking very quickly. He looks to actually really be able to help you guys. And the bellhop kind of like looks at you and goes, oh, it's one of the okay, and he runs out, and this bellhop just literally dashes out the door, and he goes, don't worry, this has happened a few times.
Okay.
Some people walk in to the castle, and they're like, we don't have to do anything, and then what happens is the groundskeepers come by. And they just take the cart and
With
they
the
move the
horses,
horses
right?
into the stables. So the greatest chance is that your bags and everything with the stagecoach are in the stable. So my bellhop is gonna go get it. I will make sure you guys get into your rooms and you guys will have
Please.
everything you need. And oh man, I should send someone. How many weapons do you guys normally carry? Should I just send 3 men?
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Maybe.
And he calls more,
Two
and
strong
they're all
guys.
like actually all still dressed, like very well dressed as well, and like. And one of the that bellhop that ran, the first one that ran out was a human, and he runs back, goes, I found him, and he goes, yes, so just take the other men, go get that. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, we will get you your stuff back. I
Yes.
apologize for this inconvenience.
Oh,
this
but
doesn't
they-
happen
oh.
too often, but every once in a while this does go down.
Thank you.
So
Oh my
I will
God,
get
thank
you ladies and gentlemen into your rooms.
How much will it cost for the rooms?
You know what? Due to that kind of kerfuffle. Kerfuffle. Yeah, I always want to use that word. And you guys, do you know? Were you guys recommended here by
Yes.
someone in the castle?
Yeah, we were recommended by Area.
Wonderful.
Yeah, save the
May I see?
citizen.
Do you have any of her?
I have a business card.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
And then you kill him. And president, and he like holds up and goes, okay. And he how long do you guys think you ladies and gentlemen will be staying here?
Do you want to say?
A few days.
Do you want to keep
Just
the
fine.
tab running open just in case?
Oh yes, of course I can definitely
Just
do
in
that.
case.
We run 15 gold a night here.
Not bad. I'll take care of our.
We're splitting this.
Hashtag rich.
15 gold per night. And he goes, let me show you to your rooms, and he actually takes you guys upstairs, and he actually tells you a little about the inn. The inn has actually been here since the wars of before. It's one of like the old timey buildings. It's been there for quite a long time, and he tells you that due to a lot of the arcane magic and all the stuff that was going on during the war, they actually are able to make an artificial but still perfectly running bathhouse. Still, that's attached to like the inn. And he goes, so the bathhouse is definitely free of charge. You guys can go in at any time. Unwind, we can give you guys a private room. You guys don't have to worry about anybody. And he pretty much leads the men to their room and the ladies to them.
Our clothing. Our clothing, because it is quite dingy and dirty. Can we, once we get a change of clothing? From
Oh
our
yes, as soon as you
knapsack?
get to the bathhouse, we can give you a robe. We'll make sure that your clothes get done at
Oh, thank God.
the best way possible.
Thank
Now that we're
gods.
here, I'm gonna cast prestidigitation a bunch of times to completely clean all of our clothes.
And look, as you're saying that, he's like, "Can you clean our clothes?" He's not looking at you. He's just opening doors, and then he turns around and goes, "Miss,
I still want you to clean them.
are you sure?"
I want them to smell nice, like the fresh, crisp linen of the air.
Oh,
Linen of the air.
okay. Well, one. He looks a little confused, but he goes, "Okay, wonderful."
I said it in spite, just like grinding my teeth out.
Prestidigitation, it now smells like daisies.
He actually takes a deep breath and goes, "I will still clean it for you, madam." And just like that, he leaves you guys in your rooms, and you guys can leave to the bathhouse or anywhere
He
else
wants
in
to be
talks you guys
clean.
want to lead to. It's probably this
That's
bathhouse
pretty
thing
big.
might be like the last thing we do. So if you guys want to have a conversation in there and everything, if you as soon as
Where
you guys
are
want to
we?
move to the bathhouse, you guys let me know.
Okay, we're in our rooms, or?
Yeah, you guys are on your separate rooms unless you guys want to move to other
In there,
rooms.
can I do a perception check of what the rooms look like?
Yeah.
Like if there's like a little desk or like anything, or like any like ink and paper. Or,
You're gonna
Okay.
eat it.
Huh?
You're gonna eat it.
He's emergency.
11.
11. You don't really need a hyper. It's a room. There's nothing. You
It's
can
a
hide.
room.
It's a
There's a bed.
But is
They're
there
actually the rooms are very nice. They're 2 queen size beds, and a desk with the little writing quill and.
Oh, is there quill and ink
Yeah, yeah,
and,
yes.
and papers?
Yes, definitely is.
Okay.
There's like a little. It actually has like the address, like pretty much like the Dove Trove, and then it's like a very nice watermark and everything. It looks very very official. Anybody else want to do?
I sit down in the bed and I just flop back onto the bed.
Like the deepest voice you ever heard animate.
Oh. We're safe for now. Legend. Shall we go to the baths? Yes?
Yeah, sure.
Oh my god, I'm just. Yes.
And
Get
it looks
up.
like she's about to cry.
Oh no. It's just
Civilization.
Do you not like the room or something?
No, I'm just very happy that we reached civilization.
Oh, yeah.
There's only so much I can handle from being just out in the middle of nowhere. Cause it's barren outside and it's dirty and it's the weather changes so much.
There's a knock at the door. for both your guys' rooms, there's a knock at the door.
Wait, what?
Shot not.
Knock at the door.
Who is it?
There's a knock on my arm.
Sir, room service, your equipment and everything.
Oh
from the
yeah,
station.
yeah.
And you
It's
actually
the
see 2
Jerrys.
guys. They're both named Jared.
Are our rooms
Are they
across each
actually?
other? Wait a
Is that
second.
canon?
Wait a second. So are our rooms facing across or
They're both
next
named
to
Morty.
you? I want to know. Are our rooms facing across or next to you?
What?
Are our rooms facing across or
What
next
do you guys
to you?
prefer? Because I can do either. Actually, no, they're right in front of each other.
I just look at and I watch them.
And your there are 2 bellhops that were in charge of your stuff also come, and like one of them comes with like Anna's like 10 bags, and the other one comes like just as uncomfortable with all your weapons, and goes, okay,
Oh, thank God! I opened the door.
Do you want me to
Come on,
do?
just
And like,
just,
do I put it? Do I just put it down anywhere?
Just put it in the
And it all falls to the floor. He goes, okay, we're good. We did it, guys. And one goes, woo! And that's the guy from your room. You guys, we did it, guys. And one goes, woo! And you guys,
I hand the bell.
Meanwhile, for us, it's literally just a bag.
I hand the
bell.
Combined.
I hand the bell.
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah.
All year, the girl stuff is like takes like 2 men, but you guys are like, cool.
I hand the
Thanks,
bellhop
bro.
who handled my stuff 1 gold coin.
Okay, cool.
He looks at us about to lane and go, nah, dude.
The guy goes, cool. And and one of them, as he's modeling, I was like, we should take the girl stuff. So now you guys can do whatever you guys have all your stuff now.
Oh my God! I just stifle through my stuff real quick just to make sure everything is there. I look for like the other fan. Like I was carrying this fan, not the other fan. I found. Oh God. Oh, okay. Yes.
There's nothing wrong with her, dude.
You're in the
We're
I
not,
thought the door was
Unless
just
you
Not
guys didn't,
still-
unless you guys
still
didn't,
said it.
unless you guys didn't close the door.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't hear anyone close the door. I just saw her immediately jump into the suitcase. But if you close the door, that's different then. Then we'll just.
So I'm gonna walk out the room and Are there a door closed?
Did you close it?
Did you?
I didn't go to the door. He did.
Heads is closed, tails. Blank it's not. It's closed.
I knock on the door.
Well, we already got our stuff.
No, it's me.
Me who?
Fuck you, Lucky.
Oh, it's Anna.
We're going to the bathhouse, okay? So don't look for us.
Why would we?
I'm telling you what we are. This way you don't have to.
Okay.
Thank
Have fun.
you.
Goodbye.
Enjoy being clean, I guess.
I start walking down to the bathhouse.
Legend, what are you doing?
Okay, I follow Anna.
Okay. What are the guys doing?
So what do you want to do?
I need a drink.
That's a good idea.
Alright. To the tavern it is.
There actually is no tavern
You're in the
inside,
Hi.
but you guys can get beers if you go to the
I'm going down. I'm gonna assume I went down to the secretary, and she
Railroad
she tells me this,
Yeah.
and I just have a straight face of like. Yeah, we'll take the beer, I guess.
So everybody gets. I'm almost gonna fast forward because I don't know how everybody gets into this. They kind of just move. You got into the same room together, and it's just like a really good.
I'm gonna say I come in like I sloshed, just like I down the beers. I just belly flop into the bath water.
I'm already sitting down. Oh!
It's pretty much like a private room for you guys.
Can
so
the
there's nobody
Tabaxi
else.
swim?
Okay.
Oh my gosh!
I'm drunk. I'm face down in the water right now.
Oh my God! Can you swim? Are you okay?
I prop him up against the side.
And he's still drinking somehow.
I still have the glass. What? Huh?
Just put him back down. It's fine.
He did.
Oh, okay.
I'm already sitting down on the edge.
He's side.
You guys are all relaxing and stuff like that. So this is kind of whatever you guys want to talk about. Honestly, I want to hear what do you guys think about the adventures so far?
I think Legend's kind of sulking. She kind of looks sort of angry. She kind of stomps to the bath, maybe more stompy than usual.
The
Yeah.
water's splashing over because he.
Yes, I'm stomping more in the bath because you guys didn't notice that I was stomping in the hallway.
God, Legend. What the fuck is wrong?
Legend, are you okay?
I mean, it's a stupid school, right? It's a stupid school. She doesn't want to go there.
No.
We don't.
It's a stupid school, a stupid town.
But we don't know. I mean, she could be happy, and she could. Because you saw how she was smiling and everything, and she saw the other children, and she was kind of happy actually. But we don't know. I mean, until we ask her, we don't know how she will go. Because it's like the first day of school, kind of. You know, we won't know until we get
Everyone
back.
likes
to
the first day of school. No one likes the second.
Yeah, so we won't know until we get back to her, and to know if she's like happy or not.
Syllabus week. So good.
So sweet. Oh my gosh.
I'm with Legend. We're getting her out of there.
But this
Like,
is for
further
this is for
back.
gifted students. I didn't know this was for. This is
Yes,
for,
you did. You told us before.
No.
You said it was a school for magic people.
But that doesn't necessarily mean gifted.
Doesn't
I thought this was just
mean
gonna be a
it's
regular
not.
school.
As Lucky is speaking, he's just like floating away with not a care in the world.
Like
And
off
he's
screen
like-
talking and then back on screen,
Yeah.
off screen and back on screen.
In the background, just floating.
No, but Lucky, listen. You.
The water that's pushing into the little
The
bath,
circulating?
yeah, and he's just like now at this point
Like a lazy
he's lazy rivered so hard that he's just laying in the middle and he's just spinning very slowly as you guys are just like in the middle and on the edge just like wow.
But Lucky, listen. This is for gifted students.
So, we're getting Cadence.
No.
out.
Yeah, but that stupid woman with the weird eye was so nice.
Yeah, what the fuck was with her eye?
It
Like,
was nice. It was really.
she's
Um,
definitely lying
really
about
pretty.
something. I
Can
don't
I
trust those
make an
eyes.
Arcana check to try to remember what, like, if I know anything about why her eyes might be messed up? In
Yeah,
terms
you
of
can do an
magic.
Arcana check.
But listen.
27.
God, what? Holy I saw 17 I was like, I can give him something. 27!
The fuck, Eric? Normally there's a pause of like, that's my number. He just drops, it's 27. Like it was nothing.
Arcana check to see if you do know that Tox is a pretty much like a magical based alchemy kind of town. You can maybe assume that like a lot of she looked like somewhat of a medical professional. That there's something in her past may have gone wrong that may have caused her to have like you're not sure which eye is the original color, but you know that one is definitely different from the other. So I'm gonna say there's a little bit of magical properties, nothing like that you can 100% like she can like see through walls or something like that. But it's definitely magic based kind of eye change.
I tighten the towel around myself and I like hesitate on saying what I want to say next.
I say her other eye can see through walls and shit. How's that
So,
float?
but going back on it real quick.
Back on.
Because. Yes, I'm noble. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Oh man.
But like,
Look at her. Super noble.
but listen, if this might bring her an opportunity that she can't quite refuse.
This is coming from you, Miss I Torture People.
I know it's confusing. I know that it may not make sense right now.
You don't like Cadence. So what do you care?
This might be good for her in a good way that I'm not good at.
What?
I agree with stupid Anna.
Some of us are not given the opportunity for some things.
It's true. I think we do, over the next few days, do our investigation, make sure everything is as it seems, and then talk to her.
Afterwards, I don't think we should take her. If this is a good opportunity for her, we shouldn't take her.
But what if she doesn't want to stay? What if she wants to go?
Then she can tell us that.
That's why we're gonna, afterwards, we'll have a talk, we'll talk to her, see how she's feeling.
You know, I was okay. with-
Maybe come back
yeah.
in the future.
Yeah, because
She's gonna be pissed.
no, but we saw how happy she was.
You
I
saw
don't
how
know.
sad she was when she left.
But it was bittersweet.
But it wasn't a goodbye and she knew it.
That's why it's,
We're
that
gonna
wasn't
ask her
goodbye.
what she wants, right?
Yes.
We'll ask her. I just didn't realize how happy she could be. That's all.
Don't look at me. Whatever she wants, I guess. Wants a lot of money.
You what?
Hmm?
If money isn't, never mind.
What?
He's drunk. Don't listen to him.
Oh, is he?
Yes.
Oh.
Very.
Oh. That explains the
Explains it.
the tankard in your hand.
Oh,
'Cause you're-
it's still there.
It's like resting on top of you as you're like floating around. That explains a lot. Are you gonna help him back to your room?
Yeah.
Are you gonna leave him here?
Eh.
I'm okay with whatever you do, because I'm not touching that man. Are there anyone? It's a private room. I was about to be like,
Oh, it's a private room.
Okay.
But just as you say that, one guy opens the door, goes, "Oh!" and yeah. Sorry about that. And the person walks to the next room.
It's
He goes,
fine.
"Oh man!" And like you hear like two other people go, "I thought you said room number 3." No, I said room number 4. And the guy like, and he smacks him off the side. Like you don't hear it's like the doors are like kind of not the thickest doors ever, but you can really hear like a smacking of the.
You
back.
always do this.
You always do this.
Oh.
You do also then you hear a knock on the door.
Who is it?
Not.
God.
A person kind of like not looking directly at you guys after this is like pure respect. Ladies and gentlemen, I've just been asked if you guys want me to pick up any food or drinks. It's on the house. In terms of.
I would love a goblet of wine. Excellent.
Okay, and he's like, anyone else? Want
Maybe a
anything?
fruit platter? Yeah, fruit platter.
Yes,
Sounds good,
yes, we can get that.
Fruit platter. Oh, do you want wine too?
Of a drink, yeah.
Oh yes. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Wine, please.
Okay. That drink, that miss who
No,
wanted a drink,
please.
was it ale or wine or is everybody getting wine? Should I just bring a whole bottle? Or?
Like a tank, a goblet, whatever it's called.
Sure.
Okay, well, I'll be right
Pitcher.
back.
Pitcher.
Pitcher. It's a pitcher.
Pitcher.
An Earl Meyer flask of wine, please.
Erlenmeyer flask. Probably in Tox. It's all in Erlenmeyer flasks.
And it's canon. You actually got the last like tanker like shaped one in the whole building.
A beaker shaped.
Yeah, beaker shaped. It's really cool. It has a beaker shape and it has like a handle and everything. It looks really cool. Like in terms like you're like, oh wow, it's gonna look really dumb, but it looks like pretty intricate.
Let it foreknown, he will be stealing that.
That's all on you later.
Rinse off my hair.
Yeah.
Legend, you're very quiet. Sorry.
Reaction there.
No, because she let out like a snort through her nose. This is like, you're really quiet.
Well, we talked about the stupid school. What do you want to talk about?
Where did you grow up?
Little no place fishing town.
Now, come on. You have this whole thing where you have to be a legend. Come on, what's your backstory? Listen, we're all half naked here, so tell me something.
I don't have a tragic backstory, like
Lucky's not
You know.
naked.
He's walking with clothes like
We're
a
just
robot
not
or
looking
whatever.
at
No,
looking.
he's just straight up just.
Oh,
It's not
You
uncommon
pretty
for
much
the
walk,
culture.
what you're telling me is you walk into the bathhouse, you said, I want my complimentary drink, and you took the drink.
Oh no, we knew.
walked
He
into
knew he
the-
was going to the bathhouse when we got to the area to change and whatnot. He didn't take a towel or anything.
Oh, yeah, no, he's done.
Yeah.
I mean, that's besides the point.
That's
What do you mean, though?
Different culture.
It's okay if you don't have a tragic. Nothing's ever tragic, you know. If you don't feel comfortable, it's okay.
no, it's fine. It just it's not everybody's that backstory has to be interesting. I was an awesome gladiator. Woo, I'm gonna be famous.
Is that enthusiastic, really, or no? I couldn't tell.
Yeah, those are two completely different things.
Yeah.
It's
Wait a second.
completely
Oh, if it helps, I agree. Not everyone's backstory has to be amazing or tragic. I mean, I grew up in a family. I have older siblings. Yeah, everything was dandy. There's
Yeah.
nothing bad. But
Not a
but
fun
just-
story, is it?
sometimes there are fun stories, and other times they're not. Like this, like this one time where my brothers and I we went out hunting because this poor farmer man, he couldn't, like, there was like this whole like boy who cried wolf kind of scenario, you know. And like we fought these wolves. Not that I fought them, my brothers did, but like it was still really funny that like my parents sent us to take care of these wolves as opposed to using guardsmen that we already have. I think it was
God, you're
interesting.
the worst.
You need to. Oh, I don't even know how to do. I want to know.
That person comes back with like the pitcher of ale and like the Erlenmeyer flask, like drinks and everything. And
Can't believe it's
also
canon now.
a full like bottle of wine that you recognize as a pretty good bottle of wine, and 2 little goblets and goblets, right?
Goblets.
Yep.
Goblins.
Goblins.
The people who actually deliver are
They're back for the wizard.
They're back. Okay, right. I need to do something.
God.
So they're still the 2 goblins are very well dressed, and they give you guys everything. And then one of them actually goes. One of them goes, "Heal wizard," but very hushed tones, and he goes, "Nah," and then they walk out. He goes, ladies and gentlemen, you let me know if you need anything, and they close the door.
So
Now you
leg-
guys have alcohol.
No,
So
you guys
legend.
don't. I pushed the alcohol tray away from Lucky.
You
it was in the
were
water, but I just pushed it aside.
He
you
does
were a
float towards
famous
it.
gladiator.
He's
Why choose
attractive.
adventure?
Like, not of his own choosing, he just keeps floating towards it.
I
Push
tried to
him,
push
but he
him
still gets
away.
back. He still gets back.
I tried.
It'll be a curt thing just in the middle of the conversation, just push away.
I try to put like the alcohol, like the tray, just behind me, so like I'm between. Bless you.
I'm just laughing. So I was like, yeah. Okay, so
Put it behind me. No, Lucky, no. No, but it's fine. Everyone has a funny story. I mean, do you have any funny stories?
Are you guys really complaining about the fact you don't have tragic backstories? Is that
No,
a thing?
we're not complaining.
No, of course I'm not complaining. It's just,
It's just,
she wants me to talk about it. It's not interesting.
Doesn't have to be interesting, don't have to talk about it.
anything fun? Like,
What's your backstory, Nikolai?
oh my god.
squeeze
Squeaky.
speakers.
He doesn't have anything.
That's disappointing. I'm sorry, Nikolai. You're still my buddy.
Oh, Henrik,
Yes.
will you tell us more about that pouch that you have?
You haven't worn that patch yet.
You wouldn't be
Oh,
wearing
you're
it
actually
right
going
now.
to get the.
Yeah, might as well.
Would you be wearing it right now? In the bath?
Technically, you do.
I have it on me.
Oh, okay.
In the bath.
Yeah, I would say that kind of does stand. I was like, what's with the pouch around you?
In the bath.
In the bath.
Just the pouch all the time.
It's permanently attached.
Super
That's
glued.
Where's
Can't move ever. Hey! There it is!
your chef's hat?
Wait.
1 second.
It's inside the bag.
Well, I suppose we've been traveling together for long enough now.
Yes.
6 long days.
Hell.
This
Hell.
is my spell book. Each
Said the cook.
It's a book.
It's what most wizards would refer to as their spell book. I inscribe my spells on these stones.
Oh. Peculiar.
It's what my old order used to do. And I've kept up the tradition.
Is your order long past?
Unknown. I left 10 years ago.
Ooh, some rogue left 10 years ago. Wait, how old are you again?
39.
Oh, you did.
I can't wait for next week when you open your book and you just see the number 39 and have no reason why it's there.
That's probably gonna happen.
Probably true. Yeah. Clarify.
Sorry, because I'm looking at it like, what does it even mean, these numbers I wrote down?
No, that's me half the time too. Oh.
Why'd you leave?
Internal strife. Someone wanted to kill me.
That's usually
Wasn't worth it to stick around.
Isn't that how it usually goes? Someone wants to kill me. I
Yep.
need to escape. Oh!
Lucky does laugh.
He's just drunk enough.
He's just
He's just drunk enough to know what's happening.
right.
What was your order called?
I
The point of way.
might be safer for everyone if that remains
Okay.
secret for now.
But you were like adventurers or like cooks?
Can I
That's a valid question.
can I
It is
quickly
about-
do detect thoughts on Henrik?
Do you have to roll anything against that?
Nope. I just
Okay.
cast a concentration. It's only for 1 minute.
Would you detect thoughts?
I would detect. I would just detect his most outer like layer of thoughts of what he was thinking in that moment.
If you want to write that down on a piece of paper.
Let me see.
It's if I go even deeper, well, the person will know. I believe. Just the surface layer,
Surface thoughts.
and I would just have to roll to see.
Yeah, we probably get the name.
At least.
Just quickly, just. Oh, it's index cards too.
Listen, how far away is your fishing village?
Wait, can you actually fish? Can you fish?
I did it a little bit, but like my parents owned the tavern, so I worked in the tavern, and there was this smith there who used to be an adventurer, and he taught me some stuff.
How
Some
charming.
stuff.
No,
I'm gonna say like.
Tom.
I'm gonna say.
like a
pretty-
mentor.
Pretty
We will
damn
order
far
some
away,
special
like
service
northeast,
afterwards.
close-
Don't
pushing
you
down.
worry.
So similar to say with mine, my answer would have been fucking far.
Yeah, pretty damn far. But I'm gonna put your village in like the top northeast. Probably.
Okay.
Yep.
Pretty far.
Oh, that's not too bad. But look at you, mentor. Charming.
I was a kid. It wasn't like that.
You've never.
Yeah, of course. Just not with Faber. Ew.
Don't want you to think that. I just don't think that. I just didn't know whether or not you were secluded or not.
You are the worst.
You are drunk. Get into your room.
Nah.
You are the weakest
And I
man.
and I float by.
Goodbye.
And I float by with a bottle of wine.
What?
Can I roll?
Yeah,
roll
I
sleight of
think you
hand?
should roll sleight of hand to see if you're
Okay.
able to
Okay,
sneak
okay.
that thing while
Just
you were
informed
annoying
by
her.
myself that I changed the name.
That's a 19.
Okay.
Yeah, you sneak that.
For
bottle.
myself.
He is now
Past
floating.
self, reborn peasant self.
Anna, he is now floating away with your bottle.
What? I'm going to not like splash up, but just like get myself over and try to take it back from him.
It's a good amount gone.
Can I take it back?
Yeah.
Give it back. Don't. No, you are drunk.
Fine.
Thank you. You should probably sleep that off.
Yeah. I pull up another tanker and start drinking.
Oh my god. I come back and I return the thing and put it again behind me because, my god.
Because that worked out
My
so
God.
well last time.
My god. Put the thing about where it came from, or so help me. No, but it's fine if you're so your parents were tavern owners.
Yes.
Ooh, so nice. What tavern? What was it called?
Damn it! I thought of a name.
I feel the same way.
It always happens in game 2, and you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I know
same.
exactly where this is going, and then like it's like I forget.
It is called. It's still open. It's called the Open Flagon.
Oh, your parents are doing well.
Yeah, they're fine. They're
Do you talk to them?
yeah. We write. They weren't super happy when I decided to be a gladiator, and I don't think
Logical.
No
Did you
idea
say
what
that
you
in
mean.
character?
What? Yes.
Yes, logical.
I don't think they'd be much happier that, I'm an adventurer now, so I haven't actually told them that.
What did you tell them you're doing?
Oh,
Nothing.
you didn't really.
I was gonna write them when we got back to Eswin,
But you didn't really. You don't talk to them as much.
They're
How
just kind of
often
boring.
Do you talk to your parents, Anna?
Often enough, I love my parents.
Do you tell them that?
Insight check.
I love my
Straight up.
Everybody, give me an insight check. everyone.
Oh, that is
Oh, I got my funny
a
bone.
19.
That's a nat 20 and a what?
A 19.
And a 9.
I got my funny bone. Give me a moment.
Take a moment. I love this. This is why I love like these kinds of scenes. Everybody together, because one person's like, "That's off," and then everybody rolls. Nat 20 and a 19. So you gotta give him something.
Oh man, I got my funny bone. Oh.
It's hilarious.
That's just the laughing.
It's a mixture of laughing and pain. She can't figure out which one.
It's like it's pain, but like, what's your roll?
Natural.
Nat 20
And 19.
and a 19.
Anna genuinely loves her parents. Though she's conflicted, she loves her parents. Natural 20.
Yes.
She loves her parents in a naive, innocent, conflicting way.
Cool.
I love my parents. Insight check.
Oh man, that hurts.
That was great.
I don't even remember what the conversation was. Right.
You asked her
Yeah.
what she
Do
thought.
you tell them everything that we do?
Not everything.
But everything. God damn it.
You didn't know that.
What is in your... Do you? How much do you tell them, Miss Noble?
80 to 90%. I leave out the interesting. I leave out the interesting bits.
Such
They-
as...
Me.
Me. Nice.
What, is your family racist? Speciesist? What's the fucking
I
word?
know
I was just saying
draconic and
that was
elvish.
Oh.
Jeez, no. Oh God,
Well,
no.
don't be so surprised. Almost all nobles are.
So your parents are like totally cool with you being an adventurer and out on the road for 6 days, not bathing.
Oh, is that the interesting bit?
Well, I would of course skip the part that we were on the road 6 days. I would just say that we arrived here safely.
6 days later.
Well, I told them where I was going. It's they're okay with it, as far as I know.
You don't have important noble stuff to do, marry a prince, run a castle.
Marry a prince. Oh.
Oh.
I don't trust your
This is a-
family.
No one trusts any noble. Let's be real for 5 seconds here. You guys don't trust me sometimes. I'm blatantly putting it out there. Now that my arm's back in motion, I'm gonna skip back to the seat. Give me a second, guys.
Very good point.
Okay. But they're fine. It's fine. It's a story for another day.
Okay.
I promptly get up out of the bath pool and Legend, I'm gonna be ordering some room service, if you will. You're more than welcome to help and to participate if you like.
Was that like room service or like wink wink room service?
I wink and walk out.
1 minute.
No, I'll stay in the bath until I think she's probably done with room service.
Guess you're sleeping with us tonight. I'll sleep here. I continue to float.
You're gonna be really pruny, boy.
Cats get pruny.
Do they get pruny?
They get
Roll for
sopping
pru-
wet.
Roll for pruny?
Roll
Roll
for
for prune.
roll for toe bean prune. Roll for toe bean
Do
prune.
cats get pruny?
Roll for toe prune.
It's too much work to find.
Okay.
Roll for
To
toe
find
bean.
what?
Roll
I was
for
looked up
pruny.
if cats can get pretty.
Too much work.
Roll for pruny.
This is 16. What am I adding to that? Constitution?
Yeah, I guess. Kind of just winging this right now.
17.
Not that pruny.
As I say, when I head to our room, I just sling him over my shoulder
Okay.
and carry him back.
Legend, what you done?
Butt naked body.
Yes.
The guy goes, us. Oh.
I just like kind of throw a towel over your back end, and that's it.
How long has it been?
Since you guys started, I'm gonna say like a few hours. If you guys just chilling, not sometimes you like a lot of like the conversations you guys have are not like full like end to end. It's kind of just like silent, and then someone says it's just a struggle conversation. It's been a few hours.
Is it a comfortable silence or is it awkward?
What?
Is it a comfortable silence or is it awkward?
I mean,
Fucker
you
self.
guys tell me.
I was just asking. I guess the room then.
I think it would be like kind of like semi-awkward. Sometimes comfortable, semi-awkward.
Yeah, I think she was asking like how long since she.
Oh,
left.
since-
Whether it's safe to go back to my room yet.
we probably stuck around for a little while. I don't know
Oh,
when
I
she
see.
got.
I'm gonna say at least like half an hour, 45 minutes. More.
It's probably not long enough.
You want me to check and send Nikolai for you?
She would hate
Dirty
that.
dog.
Yes.
I'll check. I'm gonna roll off and go, I'll check. And I'm really tempting to kick down the door.
What are you guys gonna do?
I'm walking to her door.
Trust me.
I'm already like past you
No,
walking to the door.
that's okay.
Gotcha. And then knock on the door.
I'm planning to ruin it.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
No one answers. Oh, you answer? Are you done?
In what context?
Every context? I don't know. I just open the door.
Well, the door is
I'm
locked, but-
sprawling on one of the beds, not completely naked, just like half naked, and there are servants with like a fruit tray, and I'm just lounging with them. One tit out.
That's disappointing.
Just one. There's a fruit, there's a tit, it's perfect.
It's all good. There's just some fruits and a tit.
Oh, just one? Okay.
Ah.
And not that kind of fruit. You're good. Then I walk out of the room.
I don't think of a synonymous fruit with that.
Well, you cherries and bananas.
Okay, and with that, we are gonna leave it there for this week. Thank you everybody
That's
for
it.
listening
Wow.
/ watching the
I'm not
the
done.
way. What?
I wasn't done.
Oh, you
What?
were?
When they all go to sleep, Lucky has not been drunk this whole time. And he's going to go ahead and get up and go out into the night to try and find the local Thieves Guild to get some information about the castle.
Okay, so we're gonna leave it there.
Yeah, we'll leave it there. I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
He was not drunk.
Wow, okay.
Wow.
Or were you?
Wow.
He might have been both.
He was so drunk that he has acted not drunk to be drunk.
What?
Perfect. Okay. Thank you everybody for either watching or listening to The Way You Roll episode 11.
Thank you so much.
Finally our adventurers got a little bit of a semi-relaxation.
I thought you were going to say nudity. I'm like, okay.
Both?
Oh,
Both?
question mark. Tune in next week where we'll see what these guys decide to do.
Play the
with
theme song.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I would love the theme song.
It's the last time, technically.
Oh yeah, this is
That
the
was the
last
stage
time we're
version.
gonna play this theme song.
Yeah, well, we finished our day. Sigh.
Okay, everyone, this is probably the last time you're gonna hear this theme song, but thanks for listening to the finale of the arc I'd like to call the Stagecoach Shakedown. I hope you guys all liked it. I hopefully have some cool stuff planned for later with all the random stuff that they saw in the woods. But I also have some more plans and stuff like that for later. But we'll see you guys next week.
We'll see you next week,
Are you gonna be here next week?
Yeah, we'll be
Okay,
there.
so yeah, we have some cool new characters maybe to introduce for next time, and then we will continue on. Cool.
Yes!
Wonderful.